Guardian Downcast. Guardian Downcast. Yeah, Guardian Downcast. This is an intro. Guardian Downcast. Guardian. Not copyright. Guardian Downcast. And a guitar solo.
Guardian down.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with us today. Welcome to episode 73 of Guardian Downcast. We're a couple dads that talk about all things in the Destiny universe. And of course, we interview content creators and community members to find out more about them. Think of us as the lighter side of Destiny Talk. I'm your host, ElmmerFuddGator. And my co-host, Mr. Hazelnut, is unfortunately been fighting an illness all week, and he's going to sit this one out, so get better, buddy. No, it's not COVID, guys, but he's been fighting a bug all week, and I had a feeling he would not be here tonight. So I tell you what, though, I'm in good hands tonight. They're back. Not one, but two of our returning guests. Both of the returning guests of our show are on tonight. I so hope I survive this tonight. First, it's the other Gator that gets all the good RNG drops in Destiny. It's our friend RNGGator. How you doing, man?
Great. I am doing great.
Good to hear, man.
Great into the week.
Excellent, excellent. Also, he's one of our favorite guests from the show that just lights up the room wherever he goes. Without going postal, that is. Sorry for that. It's our friend, Mr. ElmmerFudd. Dad jokes.
Let me get through these tears of laughter.
I came up with that myself. I thought I was patting myself on the back for that one.
Hey, so I was listening to your guys' episode when you're all on Potato Thumbs last week.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed when y'all were talking about me.
Yeah, we were definitely showing the love, and then RNGGator's like, okay.
Nips got all mad.
Nips got mad, and RNGGator's like, all right, let's get moving. We need to move on with the show. I'm like, wait a minute.
I probably could listen to that for another 45 minutes easily.
just put it on a loop.
Say, let's get moving. What are you talking about?
No, maybe it was Nips. Now that I think about it, it probably was Nips.
Yeah, it was Nips. Yeah,
but you just put it on a.
Wow, okay, we're done fluff and fud now. And I was like,
yeah,
I'm not.
That was it.
Let him go. Just let him go.
Yeah, you just put it on an audio loop. You'll be good, man. We'll just listen to it all day at work. Yeah.
Honestly, though, that was really sweet, and you guys made me kind of cry at work. So thank you.
Hey, thanks for being on tonight, guys. This is gonna be nice. It's gonna be fun tonight. We're gonna have some laughs. We also might get a little serious toward the end of the show. I've been thinking about. It's just been bugging me, and I want to talk about it with these guys. I figured these guys are good people to talk to about. So, all right, for tonight's show, we are, of course, going to catch up with our two friends here. Next, Gator is going to go over the TWAB for this third week of Beyond Light, Season of the Hunt. Next, we'll answer questions from our Discord community, and we'll add 2 songs each to our award-winning GDC show playlist on Spotify and iTunes. All right, fellas, enough of the small talk. Let's get on with it. Hey, thanks for listening to Guardian Downcast. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast.
Or, you can find us on Instagram at Guardian_Down_cast and see what pics our weekly guests want to share with you.
Or Hazel, just visit our website at GuardianDowncast.com for all the contact information and where else you want to find us. And you can also play any past episodes you like in any order you like, right from your browser.
Don't you or me, man. Anyway, so hey, Guardians, check us out, and later, Guardians.
Toddles.
Hey, that's my line, man.
All right, hey, let's find out about these two guys, see what's going on in their lives right now. Let's start with you, Gator. What's new, man? I know you went camping before we were on the Potato Thumbs podcast, right? And
the weekend before Thanksgiving was our last camping trip.
How'd that go, by the way?
Oh, it went great. It wasn't as bad as my Labor Day camping trip.
Oh,
That was
God.
the worst one. Well, the camping trip was fine. The ride home is what sucked. But,
Yeah.
That's right.
No, this one was great. We went to a local campground that has, as a park, you can drive through and have lights this time of year, Christmas lights.
Right, right.
We've already booked next year because you have to book it that far out.
I know. I used to do the camping. I used to do the camping circuit. The snowbirds would come down here so quickly in Florida. All the campgrounds were just, all winter long, forget it. If you would just want to go down the street and bring your camper for a few nights just to hang out with the kids, forget it. It's always booked up.
I never even thought of that.
On it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
There's people who love to camp year round and
Yeah.
go south.
That's what they do.
Yeah, it's weird because if I want to camp year round, I just go camp in the fucking snow. So, but yeah, I never thought that people just like migrate down there for warm camping. I
man.
never thought of that.
They definitely migrate.
You mean glamping?
Damn.
That's what people call it.
Glamping.
We
yeah.
call them snowbirds because they have second houses down here usually, and they're empty
Also,
all
my
year.
wife, if I could afford it, I'd have
Oh.
a house in Florida for the winter.
See, it'd be the opposite for me. I'd have a house up in Maine or up in New England or something during the summer, and I'd come back here for winter. It'd be the opposite for me. But ideally, we want to live in the mountains when we retire, either Colorado mountains or over in North Carolina, actually, where both you guys happen to be from. So
I'm not from North Carolina. I don't know what you're
Yeah, I'm not from North Carolina either, so I don't know what.
I say Colorado. I
raised
said-
out in Africa.
Oh,
Oh, don't start. Don't get that in my head. Don't get that in my head, damn it, Gator. Oh man. So Gator, how's life treating you, man? How's the family? How's normal life as we call it? How's everything going there?
Family's great. We got went last week after the day after Thanksgiving and got our real Christmas tree. We started doing that last year.
That's good.
Take the truck up to the mountains and get
Yeah.
a tree. And yeah, everything's great. Work could be better, but hey,
Yeah,
it's what it is.
everybody's dealing with work right now. Even Hazel was stressing over about it.
all that roofing.
All that roofing, exactly. All that roof work.
Yeah.
How is North Carolina dealing with the, let's just call it the pandemic, okay? Not that I'm worried about getting...
Dumbass governor first. But
Oh, yeah.
That, all of a sudden now at work, it's, hey, you have to wear your mask all the time. They installed temperature check, things that you can,
Oh, damn.
put your forehead to. It takes your temperature starting tomorrow, which
Right.
I'm not going to be there. You have to take your temperature when you come in. But it's an honor system, so if your temperature's 100,
Really?
you're supposed to tell your supervisor and be sent home.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's an honor system. I want to see how many people actually use the honor system, or Boy Scouts, and actually say, "Hey, my temperature was 100. I need to go home."
Yeah, I need to go home and
Yeah,
not
for sure.
do you get paid if you go home in that case?
They have to
Or does it come out of your
10
comp?
days. If you're test positive, it's 10 days.
Okay.
Mhm.
So instead of 14, now it's 10.
Well, at least
Yeah,
you
we
get...
got the
But they
same
do
thing
have
over
to.
here.
There
Do
is
you?
an act.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to pay you. So
Which is nice. Because before that, we had a couple guys in my station that got it before everything was put in place, and
Right.
it was a mess trying to figure out what to do with them.
yeah, every time I go out into the hangars, talking with the mechanics, and they're like, "We have inspectors for the planes." I think in one hangar we were down to 2 inspectors because 2 of them were out because of quarantine. It's.
Yeah.
But then they
Wow.
show the numbers, and they're like, "Hey, look how low it was," because everybody's wearing their mask. But I'm like, I go around and talk to everybody.
Mm.
So,
Wow.
but yeah, I do what I do. I wear my mask where I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
I get my car, I take it off. If I'm in the van at work, if by myself, I'll take it off.
Right.
In my office. But while I'm out anywhere, I try to keep it on.
Okay.
Abide by the rules.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, you got to. Well, how about you, Mr. Elmerfudd? How's
Hey.
life treating you, man? I want to, you know what? Just take a nap now. We'll just tap you on the
Yeah,
shoulder.
okay.
We'll just tap you on the shoulder
Yeah.
when it's your turn. Poor guy, man. I bet you're working. The postal service right now. I've been getting deliveries like to my door just from UPS and Amazon, and I got my gaming monitor today from FedEx.
Hell yeah.
I was so happy. I
Oh,
can't.
that one you put in the Discord?
Yeah, I couldn't. I didn't have time to set it up, but dude, it's been nothing but. I got one of those the Ring doorbells, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm at work, and every 10 minutes I'm looking at my watch, going, "All right, who is it now?" And
Getting
but
one of those systems for Christmas.
yeah, I got it
Yeah,
for
we're rocking and rolling, man. It's crazy.
yeah. Did you want to share? Did you want to? No, I won't make you do it. I won't make you do it again.
What? What?
The throw up story at work. It was no. I'll be copying off the other podcast. I don't want to do that. By the way, you were on.
It's my story.
I want to mention it. You were on Potato Thumbs podcast this week, dude.
Last night, yeah.
That was very good, man. That was a great show.
Thank you. That was a ton of fun. I needed that. That was really fun. I love those guys so much.
You know what's funny is Fluffy was drunk as hell, and Nips had to be the one that ran the show when we were there. And when you were there, it was the opposite. I could tell you and Nips were in cahoots and playing along, and I could tell Fluffy was like, okay, let's see what else we can talk about.
These guys.
What else
we definitely went on a couple tangents, and where I was like,
and it got real quiet.
Hey, Fluff, you're not jumping in.
and it got real quiet, and Fluffy's like, no, I'm just letting it go. So yeah, props to you, man. That was a great show. I just wanted to give you props.
Thanks, man.
Give the other guys props too. So, but
absolutely.
So how's pandemic life, man, in Colorado right now? Is it same shit? Or
yeah, we had all the this last weekend. We had all like the interior of restaurants closed down again for who knows how long, but for the most part, not too much. It's hard for me to answer because like basically since it's all started, my life hasn't really changed at all.
Yeah,
being postal, you just wake up, drive to work, deliver your route, and go home and. Depressed, drink yourself to sleep and start again,
Cry
so
yourself to sleep.
My life hasn't changed a lot, but
yeah,
there's a few people on my route that like are bartenders and stuff, and they're like that we barely survived last time they shut us down. I have no idea what we're gonna do now, and it's crazy, man.
I'm really worried about that, and in Florida, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. We're still butt naked down here, wild. We just doing whatever we want down here. I mean, we just went to a restaurant tonight for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you have to wear the mask everywhere. And then when you sit down, it's really stupid because you wear the mask and you sit down and your server comes to your table with the mask on, but we don't have to have a mask on. It's like, it's just not, it doesn't make sense.
You have to wear the mask while you're talking to them. Then when you're eating or drinking, you can take it off.
Yeah, but what if they bring drinks first and then they come and get your order, which is what always happens. And you're like,
yeah, I usually have it on the table and I'll just kind of like throw it over while they're there and then move it.
That's a good idea. I
just cough in their face. I'm like, this is bothering.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as you don't let it hang off,
sucking on their fingers, and
as long as you don't get that where it's hanging off of one ear thing. My wife does that. It drives me nuts. I'm like, just take it off, honey. Put it on or take it off.
We'll see if she swings just right. To flip up and land on the ear.
I see what you're saying.
It's hands free.
I see what you're saying. Okay. All right. Well, I wanted to mention your tournaments you guys put on because I actually watched my first watch of your Call of Duty tournament last weekend, I believe.
Oh yeah, good one to start with, where we just watched people buffer the whole time.
I was like, "What is this normal for it to buffer on all the playback screens?" I'm like, it probably isn't.
My internet was having a rough go, and we had like 11 teams. So like, I'm streaming while I have 11 other streams going at the same time. My internet was like, "Dear God, man, no!"
And everybody's playing is trying to watch your stream and. You had like at one time I think you had 50 people in there, man. That was awesome, man.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was a great turnout, and for my first one, it was great because Nips's team, I think he had Lana subbing in for one of his TJ. Yeah, I think he was subbing in for that. And dude, they look like they
awesome.
They look like they were going to take it. I'm like, it looks like because they were in the top 1 or 2 the whole tournament, and at the last minute, this one team comes out of nowhere. And
dropped them down. I think they said
4th, or
they got 4th place, and they were like 5 points away from 2nd. Like it was all just that close.
And I didn't like Admiral Nip said. I don't think we could have done any better. It was just they just had a fantastic game. So
yeah,
what was it?
Amazing.
What was the team who got first? I can't remember. I'm sorry, I don't. Was it Airsoft in it? I think Airsoft was on it.
Yeah, Nessie team. Nessie's mom.
Nessie's mom. Okay, yeah, man, they killed it.
Who won it. Dude, they were not messing around, man. They had
it going on.
They won it with the second most points we've ever had in one of these tournaments. It was like wanted it and they got it.
I'd like barely get 2 kills in a game of Warzone. I'm like, they get like 16 and 20 kills a game. That's just crazy.
Dude, we had TJ and all them last tournament was nutty because you'd be like you tune in, you'd be like, oh, sweet, they're doing awesome. And you'd flip to another team and come back and be like,
Right.
yeah, we finished the game, and I got like 30 kills, and you
Oh my
got 15.
God.
And you're like, you guys just got like 80 points in one game. What are you doing?
That's insane. I don't play a lot of Warzone. The what little bit I have, it's like most of it's just getting to find people. It takes a while to get any gunfights. It's too slow. It's just so slow for me. I want to, I love Crucible. Crucible actually makes you engage. There's a big radar screen that says, hey, guys, right over here. Let's go get them. But with Call of Duty,
an arena shooter is a lot different than a battle royale.
I just don't have enough experience, I guess, doing it.
Yeah,
but,
I hear you.
That's
why I like the Warzone ones. If
Yeah.
you don't have a lot of teams, it can get real stagnant. You can have 20 minutes where no one's in a fight.
Right.
If there's only 3 teams for like an Apex tournament, like it's still nonstop action because people are constantly fighting. And so I like doing those for that reason, because it's just nonstop action, always something to look at, talk about.
What, I know Potato Thumbs asked you this, but our listeners maybe not know. What made you start to do these tournaments, man?
So me and a bunch of friends, when Apex Legends first launched, we got super into it. A couple of us, it was our first battle royale ever. And we were getting pretty good. I'm going to toot my own horn, but boop, boop. And so we're like, oh, we should jump into some tournaments. And we started looking around, and all of them were like, you need to have an average of 3,000 viewers on Twitch to be in ours, or you got to pay $150 to enter ours, all over the place. And we're like, does no one do like a free for fun tournament? Like, it's such an empty market. And we're like, fuck it, let's do our own.
Awesome, man. Well, I can't think of a better person to put these on, man, because you already have a great community from your streaming, from your Twitch streams. And that combined with all of the, I guess, brother and sister discords that follow you guys. Yeah. For my first tournament, I was engaged, and it's only a couple hours long. So it's not like you're there like half the night. It's a couple hours,
exactly.
right? A couple hours, they got to get their kills in, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So there's, we talk for like 15 minutes beforehand, then it's the 2 hours of them going crazy.
Right.
And then, a little bit afterwards of us talking about what we saw, the scores, choosing an MVP, and then we're gone.
Nice. Like I said, man, I was impressed. It was very professional.
Well, thanks, man.
Even Fluffy did a good job being your co-host.
Yeah.
I think it's good having
how it would have been if he dressed up.
I heard he didn't wear a tie, but he had a pretty nice hat. I saw he had
a really nice hat.
Yeah, he had a pretty dope hat on. So
who shows up to Shoutcast when the other person tells you, "Hey, you should dress up," and then you dress up?
Well, the best part is when he joined the call, he even went, wow, Fudd, you look really nice. And like, it's still nothing clicked. I was like, all right, dude. I got you.
Hey, at least
as bad as not asking somebody to be on your Warzone team.
Right?
Oh, wow.
That sounds like a terrible thing to happen.
Chuck.
I'm
sorry.
Yeah.
I feel for you, man. Nips can be in.
That does remind me, who won that fight? The Mike Tyson versus whoever, whatever.
It was a draw.
It was a draw.
Come on, really?
I missed the fight too, and I asked my son. He watches all the UFC stuff, and I was like, "Who won?" He goes, "It was a good fight, but Roy, I guess, was it Roy? Got pretty winded." He said at the end, and he said
they're like 90 years old.
Yeah, but he said Tyson looked good, man. I can believe it. That guy's a killer.
I absolutely can.
That guy's a killer, man.
Did anybody see the Jake Paul Nate Robinson fight? Have you seen that?
No.
Where he knocked Nate Robinson out? Like, it's a meme now.
Really?
Like TikTok videos for it now.
No shit. Oh
yeah,
my
that's
God.
hilarious.
Nate
dude.
Robinson in a room, and they'll just fall over. They just fall to the ground like he did.
And then they slip him a check under while he's down on the ground.
Yep, exactly.
God Almighty.
Hey, good job. Here you go, buddy.
Jeez. Well, hey, what? Just whoever wants to talk. What games you guys playing now? What's going on in video?
RNGGator.
What video games you guys? Yeah, what video games you guys doing?
What you mean? What game am I playing?
I know. I know. But I had to set it up that way. Like I was open minded and stuff.
It's Destiny 2 right now. Next Thursday or next Wednesday will be Cyberpunk.
Oh, I'm with you, man.
Yeah, we're almost there, dude.
7 o'clock next Wednesday on PC. If you've got it pre-ordered, you can play it.
I got it pre-ordered on Steam. Yes, sir. I will. That's actually the only game I've told people this, and no one believes me. It's the only game that's going to take me away from Destiny.
I pre-ordered it on the COG Galaxy launcher because 100% of that, the money goes to them. So,
oh, okay. Yeah. I just didn't know.
CG Project Red.
I just didn't even know. I would order to them.
there's a million launchers. It's hard to keep track.
I love Steam.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Steam. It's so easy to jump in and out of games. Good community, the chat system, everything's really good on it. So
I mean, I played Madden 21 on my Series X last weekend just to see what it looked like, and God, it's beautiful. And son of a bitch, that system is fast. I mean,
Really?
I have an Xbox One X, and that thing was fast. But this Series X, I mean, it launches a game. I went back to it, bam. I mean, it was just, I was right back where I left off. So
Yeah, I watched a video of this guy, like, turned off, clicked the button, and it was like, I mean, you blinked your eye, and it was on the home screen, clicked the button, it was in the game playing. Like, boom, that fast.
I have my sister. I have my daughter. She works at Target. I have her trying to keep an eye out. She's been trying to. Her mission is to get me a PS5. I says I want an X too. I want them both. I mean, I've saved up the money for it. I did summer work to make up some extra money, and I've got it just sitting there ready to buy both those consoles. I want to be able to game with everybody, you know? And I mean, with our, you guys know this, with our communities, everyone's on 3 different platforms, even Stadia, which I got Stadia now.
Bum, 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 product placement. This podcast brought to you by Stadia.
And goodbye, Stadia. Who knows how long it's going to last? I don't know.
Gator, when
yes, sir.
Destiny finally does cross-play.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's just it. That's
my thing. I told my wife, because $500 I paid for the system. I said, when Game Pass gets it on PC, I don't have to buy Destiny anymore. And if they do crossplay, I can now play with my son while I'm on my PC and he's on his Xbox. I'm like, I could give him my Series X. My wife goes, so you spent $500 for a system that you might not ever use? I'm like, well, if my PC were to die or screw up, I have the Series X to go back to.
Yeah.
I said, that's
the
reason.
And I was thinking which one I wanted, and I was like, once I started really looking into it, I was like, well, I'm going to get the PS5 if I ever sit down and get one. Because with Xbox Game Pass, any game that launches on Xbox, I can just play on PC.
Right.
I can join an Xbox party on my computer.
Right.
And most of those games are crossplay. So I'm like, I've got the Xbox side covered. So if I ever want to play stuff with PlayStation, I'm like, what? That's the ticket right there, man.
Yeah.
PS5.
I've got it all in place. I've got the Game Pass Ultimate. It's like $15 a month, I think.
Yeah,
I mean, I was already.
It's so nice.
Well, I haven't really utilized it. I finally got the interface to work on my. It pops up by default when I boot up my computer now. But so I know the interface is there. Other than Age of Empires, I really haven't played a lot on it yet, and I'm waiting to. I'm just. I don't know. I need to. With me, I tell all my guys that I raid with and stuff. I just got to get the reps in. With technology, as you get older, you just got to get the reps in on what the routine is, what buttons you got to press, and I just haven't done it enough. So I do plan on doing it. Sorry, I got the sniffles tonight.
No, you're good. Yeah, there's a ton of really good games that are just free on there when you have it. So
here's the thing, though, Fudd.
Sit down and do some stuff, man.
Dude, here's the thing. I mean, Gator, you can back me up here. What have we been doing for like any chance we got to get online? We're playing Destiny, right? We're grinding.
Yeah,
exactly.
But I definitely want to.
Yep.
I definitely want to explore other games. My son laughs when I say that, but because
dude, let's get you into some Deep Rock Galactic. Let's get you into some Golf with Friends. Let's get you into
some. That would be fun.
So good.
And play golf with friends while watching a movie.
I've heard good things about that.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, I've heard good things. All right, cool. I'll get it downloaded. I do know how to. I do know how to do that. But what about you, Fudd? What have you been playing, man?
Oh, man. Well, I was rocking Assassin's Creed Valhalla, trying to beat that before Shadowlands dropped, which is my expansion in WoW.
Okay.
And I underestimated how big Valhalla was. The game is absolutely incredible. I put like 70 hours into it, and it said I was like 30% through the game. And
what?
Like, okay, guess I'm not beating this one for a while.
No 8-hour campaign, right? Holy moly,
massive game. I couldn't believe it, dude.
Wow.
So I'm going to have to go back to that periodically. I'm very excited. That game, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Nice.
Some of that Deep Rock Galactic on the old Xbox Pass, which is super fun.
What is that game?
So it's like a 1 to 4 player co-op. So you're space dwarves, basically, that are mining for different resources, or there's different missions.
Okay.
To, like, build different things underground and like weird alien insects can attack you and whatnot and come in waves, and everyone has a class and abilities they can rank up and weapons they can choose from. And
RPG, okay.
And go through. Yeah, kind of. It's
all right.
When I first saw a trailer for it, I was like, oh, it's just, I'm a space dwarf and I'm mining and that's it. And then once I got into it, I was like, this is a lot deeper of an RPG than I thought it was.
Cool.
Which is awesome. So, and then we're getting it for free on the pass. So, like,
no, can't beat that. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Can't beat that. Anything else you've been doing? Have you dabbled into Destiny yet?
No.
I know, no time, man.
No, I have no time. And then Shadowlands is my biggest release for the year, so
what's
so I've just been any time I have in that.
My son said they redid the progression or something on World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so the level cap used to be 120, which when you're trying to get someone into the game is a terrifying number to look at.
That's tough, yeah.
And so they crunched it, so now the level cap's 60, which is a lot easier to look at.
It's a half, yeah.
And then it takes a lot less time, and there's a new starting area to like teach you the game. You can look at all the updated graphics, quest types, cutscenes, voice acting, everything.
Really? Okay.
And then after you finish that beginning zone, you talk to an NPC and you can choose like any expansion to just play through to level up till 50, and then you can go into the new content.
Now,
so you can constantly just stay in newer stuff.
Is that has the technology caught up? I mean, that's an old game, man. Has the technology caught up on this new Shadowlands? Is it more modern as far as cutscenes and stuff, or is it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the last few expansions, they've really like doubled down on like, all right, we need our in-game cutscenes, and anyone who knows Blizzard cinematics knows they're like next level. So there's always a few of those trickled in, which are incredible.
Okay.
The cutscenes are awesome. Seeing your character run around doing stuff in a cutscene, you're like, oh,
nice, man.
And the storyline's just they're knocking it out of the park right now.
It's got a good campaign.
It's incredible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I could just get World of Warcraft and just go level 1 into Shadowlands and just start playing, or do I have to do the
no? So you
Shadowlands is for what, level 60?
Level 50 through 60.
Okay, I got you. Okay. But I remember when I first started, I was like, okay, I got to go kill how many chickens or bunnies or rabbits? I was like, it was tedious at first. Is leveling how do you level up now? I mean, do you still have to do that?
I mean, there's still like every once in a while there's a few quests like that, but it's how many different like varieties of questing there is on another level, and then doing dungeons is a great way to earn experience. And those are always very entertaining.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I might have to dabble.
It's been reworked.
Yeah,
man, check it out. It's cool because, a long time ago, if you wanted to get into WoW, you had to like buy everything.
Right.
And then pay the subscription. And how they have it now is if all you do is pay the subscription, you have everything through Shadowlands.
Really?
You have it for that $15 a month.
Okay.
And then once if you decide you like it and get to that point, then you can go ahead and buy Shadowlands and jump in. But if you don't know, like, it's a great way to just like check it out and jump in.
It's tempting, man. We'll talk about Destiny, but it's you grind through Destiny, you do the same stuff every day, and then it's like you kind of get that itch, I'd like to go to get into another story on another type of game. So I know, see, it's gonna be Cyberpunk for me, but
which is awesome. Yeah, that's gonna really eat up a lot of time. That's gonna be a monster of a game,
and it's a single player game, right? You play it by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
they're
that's what I
working
thought.
on a PvP thing or something.
That's okay.
Oh, really?
That's all right. I want to.
It'd be nice to come out with some online thing where we could play together and run around.
That would be good, like co-op, of some sort. Yeah, I'm just wanting to talk to Keanu Reeves, man. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that's it.
I think he's gonna be in your head.
That's fine with me.
Be a robot, a dead robot.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I really am. I mean, I've been.
I'm with it.
The hype is
He's
so
in my
real.
head anyway.
I mean, I'm. You can tell I like space age stuff. I like spacey games, so this is going to fit right in for me. And I think it's going down that Ready Player One route. So,
and if you guys haven't, the soundtrack for Cyberpunk.
Is it really good?
Oh my god.
Okay.
It's so good.
I'll look into that.
I think it comes with my pre-order. I ain't listened to it yet, but I think it came with.
Dude, good. Yeah. It's so like that synth wavy kind of style of music is something I've used for years. Like if I'm working on stuff, throw it on in the background.
Right.
But like have an entire game where that's the soundtrack. Oh.
Yeah, I've got a low key.
So excited.
playlists in my Apple Music I listen to when I'm playing like Destiny. I'll turn the music off and turn it on.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I just listen to regular songs, but still, it's nice.
Do you have a favorite artist for that? Either of you?
Not really. It's the one of my friends made. I just listen to it. I really paid attention to the artist.
Right
on it.
on.
I mean, I'm into synthwave. I'm starting to learn more about it and listen to it. So I'm up for anybody suggesting it.
Yeah, go to the Prime Thanatos on YouTube and just choose a playlist and let it go for 8 hours.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, I have to give a shout out this week because this just happened last night where you were recording, Fudd.
Oh, what happened?
We were doing the myself, Kingsley Mac. I think a buddy of his, Washer Dragon, Sin was even in there. On our clan, we had Jealous, Larman Kentucky, Ninja Muffin. I think Kato, one of Kingsley's guys, was in there as well. We had a couple rotate in and out because we ran the third and then we did the fourth final. This was kind of a continuation from Tuesday. We got through the first two parts of the raid and we said, well, let's try to finish it. Dude, it came down to the wire. We were just doing DPS. I mean, I've got a sniper rifle. I'm just throwing it over my back. I'm shooting anything I can at this damn boss at the end. And of course, he's zapping around the damn place. We're trying to whip around. And we got these black holes. Got black holes falling on us. We're trying to jump out of those and shoot at the same time. It was epic. In fact, a couple of the guys were in. I streamed it. So if you go to the GATR YouTube, my latest stream, it archives in automatically. Go to the last 10 minutes, and it's just so damn fun. It's fun to watch, man.
I'm definitely going to do that.
But it was intense. It's the most intense raid, but it's so much fun. This raid is so much fun to do. But I wanted to give a shout out to Kingsley Mac. He was my raid buddy most of the night, and me and him would alternate. And it's kind of like we anticipated what each other needed to do. And Kingsley, it was only his second clear, and we were 4 people of that group that it was our first clear. So we awesome. we killed it last night. I was so impressed. It was so much fun. That raid, you got to do that one, Fudd. It's so much fun, dude. It is so much fun.
I definitely want. I've heard nothing but great things. Like people putting it on their top 3 list already.
Yeah, you know what? First thing I said when I jumped in, it's like, man, this gives me Wrath of the Machine vibes, and it's a lot like that. It's where if someone drops something, or has to drop something, someone else can come right back in and help. And
Wrath of the Machine is like my favorite.
It's one of my top ones as well. So I have to put Vault of Glass in there because it was my first. So even though
forget your first,
you don't forget your first. And it took me 30 of those damn things to get my Vex Mythoclast, which I hope is coming back. But anyway, I want to give a shout out to those guys. Man, that was fun last night. I was hooting and hollering. I mean, it's just a great time. So, well, how about TV shows, movies? Gator, anything you've been watching lately, man? Just before we move on.
I'm on the last season of Schitt's Creek. I'm on season 6.
Man, I got
halfway through it, and I love that show. I got a friend that worked onto it. He's like, he sat down one night. He's like, he come to work next day. He's like, what in the hell have you got me into? And now he's on season 6, right where I'm at. I'm like, see, told you.
I think I'm like halfway through season 2.
I'm on season 1 still. I have so much. There's so much shit to watch, man.
Well, it's the Schitt's Creek. You can sit down. They're 30-minute episodes.
Right.
You can sit down and watch.
You can burn through them
in a clip and not know it. And all of a sudden, you're like, "Holy shit! I'm done with season 1."
Yep.
And I need to watch the latest episode of Mandalorian that came out.
Same.
I'm watching that tonight after the show.
To be doing tonight.
Watching it. I watch it after the show. It's like a tradition. When I log off from recording, I say I'm going to watch Mandalorian.
I might watch it tomorrow morning with the family.
Oh,
my wife and my son would love to watch it.
See, nobody in my family likes Star Wars. It's so sad.
Oh,
I know thing? It is bad, man. I'm alone.
See, that's
dude, that last episode.
Oh, it was great. It was awesome. It was so awesome.
Yes. See, I've gotten to take my kids, being 14 and 16. From when they were little with Marvel coming out and Star Wars, and take them and watch them.
Right.
And they love it. So, yeah.
Oh, man. What else? Anything else you've been watching?
Not really.
About it? Okay. Hey, I know. It's Destiny, dude. I get it. Yeah. It's Destiny week. Mr. Fudd, what have you been watching? Me. What have you been watching, man?
Mandalorian, and I don't get a lot of time for TV, which I wish I did. So mostly that's it. But
okay.
Me and my wife I was trying to get, because my kids are obsessed with Baby Yoda, right?
Of course.
And so I'm like, all right, well, we got to get you guys into Star Wars.
Right.
And so I tried to sit them down to watch through them all because they were super pumped. They're, they love Star Wars, but they've never seen anything. They know all the characters. They know everything going on, but they've never watched it.
Right.
It's like, all right, we're just going to sit down, episode 1, and watch all the way through,
Oh, that's awesome.
And like a quarter of the way through the first movie, both of them were like, I'm going to go outside now.
Oh, no.
I'm like,
no.
Are disowned children.
Oh, my God.
But so my wife came downstairs and she's like, well, fuck it. Let's just finish the movie. And so we watched episode 1 and then we were like, well, we have time. So we threw on episode 2.
Right.
And then we started episode 3 and we're like, let's just watch through all of them. So like one night every week we've been sitting down and just watching one movie.
Oh, that's awesome.
1, 2, 3, Han Solo, Rogue One, the original trilogy.
I love
Now
Solo.
we're jumping into the newer Solo. So good.
Solo, it was Ron Howard, man. Ron Howard. I'm telling you, that guy's a genius.
Good. Dude, absolutely.
Wow.
But yes, that's been just so fun to sit down and watch all those again.
And
then just like kind of go through in order and then have the Mandalorian going on at the same time, like super fun.
Well, my son is, he's kind of indifferent to Star Wars and Star Trek and all those shows. He didn't really grow up with a lot of that. He grew up with Dragon Ball Z and shit. What's the multicolored ninjas? I don't know what the hell they're even called.
Power Rangers?
Yes. He grew up with that stuff.
Yeah, Power Rangers was awesome.
I know.
Voltron ripoff.
I was supposed to.
Whoa!
I remember every morning before I took him to school, I'd watch a little bit of it. It sucked me in a little bit.
Have any of y'all watched the animated series on Netflix, Voltron? They redid it.
No.
Oh my God!
Is it good?
So good.
Okay.
See, I grew up on Voltron, and I didn't grow up on Power Rangers.
See, I'm still trying to watch the Clone Wars, the animated Clone Wars. I heard that's really good.
Yeah,
there's so much shit to watch. All right, here's I got to
find something. I got somebody who's got chronological order to watch it.
Oh, okay.
It'll fit, and it fits in with the Mandalorian.
I was just going to tell you, that last episode of Mandalorian. I don't want to give away too much, but a common face showed up there, didn't she? Oops, did I say that?
She did.
There's a couple shows my wife and I've been watching. You guys got to check it out. I was in tears on this one. It's from HBO. It's called The Undoing.
Undoing.
It has Nicole Kidman and who's the guy from Notting Hill?
Doesn't matter. You said Nicole Kidman.
I know. She looks fantastic too for her age. God bless.
She looks fantastic. Period. End of sentence.
The guy who was in Notting Hill, the Englishman,
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant, yeah, Hugh Grant, yeah, and it's about a murder. I'll just say that, and the ending just tore me up, man. But we finally watched the last episode last night. It just finished streaming its last episode. I think it was 4 episodes total. It was like a mini series.
Is that the one that's on Amazon or whatever?
No, it's on HBO. Yeah. It might be on HBO Max. It might be available there. I don't know how that works, but I got HBO through YouTube TV, and we've been watching every night after dinner. Dude, it's really good. It's disturbing. It's disturbing a little bit, but the ending, man. If you got kids, just keep in mind. I was holding back the tears. My wife was right next to me, and she doesn't like to see me cry. And I was like,
crying. I just got.
Yeah, who would do that? I mean, I'm not going to give it. I don't want to get
crying in movie.
I don't want to give it away. I don't want. I so don't want to spoil it because it's really good. I know there's a lot of dads that listen to the show, and just keep that in mind. That last episode is going to be a tough one to watch, but really,
it up. You're right. She looks great,
dude. And they do close-ups on her. She looks fantastic, man. It's amazing.
What was the name of it again?
The Undoing.
The Undoing.
It's a 4-part miniseries, and if you stream it now, you'll be able to watch them back to back because they've all come out now. The final one was just this last Sunday. My wife and I watched it. Another show I've been watching on Apple TV, Ted Lasso. I started watching that last night. It's about a college coach.
Oh yeah.
Who goes to England to coach a FUTBOL, a football team in England. Soccer team, yes, exactly. And it just shows how inept he is. But what's really weird about this is he's as smart as a fox, man. The guy has a formula. He has an assistant that's even sharper than him. I won't give away too much, but got to watch that. I'm hooked on that show right now. Really, really. I've heard good things.
A ton of clips popping
up. I've heard good things, and I said, you know what? I was bored last night. I was watching all my podcasts. I was done, and I popped it on before I went to bed. And I was like, it's only 2:30. I can watch one more. They're only 30 minutes long. They're only 30 minutes long, so it's like you can binge them really quick. I think I'm on episode 5, but I watched them all, like 4 or 5 episodes just last night. I finished up a series on HBO also called The Third Day. It's starring Jude Law. This is another kind of a horror suspense movie. It's about a man who goes on this island off the coast of England, and let's just say the citizens there are a little strange. But it's a 4-part miniseries also. It's just like Undoing, about the same amount of time, 1-hour shows, and it's very disturbing, but it's good. It's very, very good. In fact, Jude Law said it was the hardest project he's ever had to do on a movie. So
yeah, this looks intense.
It's a little intense, a little dark. It's definitely dark. Just keep that in mind. It's not for kids. Not for kids. Neither is Undoing. But I just want to mention those. And I Can See Your Voice and The Masked Singer. These shows just got me. They got me hooked. They're my junk food shows. Just so damn fun to watch. And you can watch them while you're doing other things and playing Destiny and whatever. But yeah, I just want to mention those. So some good, really good show. Damn, there's some good programming out there right now.
Yeah.
And
my wife's really into The Masked Singer.
It's they had a triple elimination last night and unmasked 3 people. There's only 3 left now. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
I think kids were into it. My wife and my daughter were, and all of a sudden something happened. They just fell off of it. They just They were like, they wanted to watch it every night now, but when it come on, now they don't care.
I watched season 2, the first episode of season 2. I was so hooked, I went back and watched the whole entire first season on demand, independently of the season 2. And it's just really good. It's really good. It's it started from a Korean game show.
Mm-hmm.
Weird stuff comes out of Korea. I don't know.
Those guys are another level, man.
They have an imagination. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh yeah.
Well, hey guys, I appreciate you catching up and chilling with me. I wanted to just catch up with you guys and talk and see what's going on in your lives. And unfortunately, or I say fortunately, it's time to talk about this week at Bungie. This week at Bungie, Hazel, what we got? It's me this week, guys. So bear with me. Don't roast me. I'm not used to doing this part. So
you can do just fine.
All right. Well, let's get started. This week at Bungie. This is for December 3rd, 2020, and Bungie starts out by saying this: it's been a while since we last spoke. I mean, it hasn't been too long. We took a quick week off for the holiday. But we're back to the grind. There's a bit to catch up on, of course. Since the last TWAB, new exotics have been discovered throughout Europa. Banshee has found new memories. The Deep Stone Crypt has been infiltrated. And a dinosaur was sent into space. Yeah. Spoiler alert. Anyway, what they did want to mention here was they wanted to give you some stats about day 1 raids, the week 1 raids, and how, as far as unique raid activity clears, Last Wish, day 1, had 4. Garden of Salvation had 551.
Jesus.
Deep Stone Crypt, 29,814 day 1 clears. That's fantastic. What that tells me is Bungie is trying to appeal more to the masses, not the streamers. No offense, Fudd. We're
not that big of a streamer.
All right. Sorry. I say streamers. I have to put you in that group because I'm not a streamer, but it's fantastic, man. I mean, let's see. Unique raid clears as of the last 10 days, 3,555 for Last Wish, 33,152 for Garden of Salvation, 258,049 clears for the first 10 days after the launch of the raid. So, and that I can be included in that because I was in that. So,
hell yeah, dude.
That was
another thing that shows is just interest. Like, I think the amount of people that are just interested in Destiny for one, is much higher, and people that want to experience the raids for sure.
Exactly.
And I mean, Last Wish was a monster.
That was a monster raid.
Beautiful too.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Last Wish.
Last Wish. I mean, I almost had a mental breakdown getting ready for that damn raid. It was crazy, man. I mean, that's when Forsaken came out. There was
How many encounters? You what?
Oh, I know, man. It was,
Well,
it was just all the stuff. They gave you a week, didn't they?
Yeah,
a
they
week.
didn't give us as long to
That's it.
get ready for that one as you did Deep
Yeah.
Stone Crypt.
So unless your name is Dado, good luck.
Or Glad.
Or Glad. Or Sweatsicle, or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Listen to this fact. Over 979,680 people have unlocked the Lament, that quest for the exotic
That's
sword.
cool.
Almost 1 million people have unlocked that sword already. That's amazing. I mean, it just goes to show that Bungie is reaching out to try to appeal to more of the mass gaming. And of course, we have, Gator, 10 days to get ready for that raid instead of a week? Or was it 2 weeks? No, we had 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think you had 2 weeks.
We had a little over 2 weeks because it was on a Saturday. So yeah,
Came out,
reset
November
was
10th, right?
yeah, it was on the and
a
it's
week and a
the
half?
raid was the 21st.
yeah.
So you had one reset. You
Yeah.
had 1 week and then another into another reset.
And then a half a reset later, right? Yeah.
About a week and a half. Yeah.
Dude, that's a lot of
That's
time.
awesome.
I mean, I know I was high enough power to get when I did first day. I jumped in with some of our raid interclan guys, and we didn't get past the first one, but we weren't just dying to one shot. See, that's the problem in the last raids is you'd have a thrall come out and smack you and you were dead on the ground. And you throw your hands up like, I can't even do anything. It's ridiculous. So I just wanted to put those numbers out there because I thought that was impressive.
Oh, absolutely.
I did want to mention the Lightkeepers games to give that Bungie's having is got going on right now. I think all of this week, in fact. They are doing really good, and to no one's surprise, it says the Destiny community has shown up for us. At the time of this writing, this TWAB, you've already raised $450,000, and we're just in our first week. So their goal is to raise $2 million, and they said they're well on their way. And what's funny about this, not funny, but what's kind of cool about this is as they reach certain goals, they start releasing information about the Dawning coming out. So the first thing with the 250,000 is they would show you a Dawning 2020 Titan Universal Ornament concept art, which they did. And there's a picture of it right there if you look at the TWAB. 500,000, they're going to show the Warlock one. At 750,000, they're going to show the Hunter one. And at $1 million, they're going to show the Dawning 2020 Legendary Reward Preview. That'd be interesting.
Well, they hit 750 million at 743 today, or 750,000.
So we're going to see those 2 ornaments art that unlock that. So basically a 250,000 left, and we're going to already get what the legendary reward preview is going to be for a Dawning. And I can't wait for Dawning, by the way. It's one of my favorite events. Making cookies and putting stuff with Eva in the oven and shit. Sin's going to tape that.
You're doing what?
Nothing.
Did you say you put Eva in
I
the oven?
ain't doing
Why are
nothing.
you throwing
Did you say
grandma
you're
in the
putting
oven?
I'm not
Eva's onion?
I'm not
What?
doing nothing. All right.
That's what I heard.
I mean, I get it. Eva's,
She's a grandma.
Around.
Come on, man.
she's ageless.
They did say that every 100,000 after $1 million, they were going to have a guest do a guest do a lore reading. So that's going to be pretty cool. The Iron Banner's coming back next week, and they have 2 new weapons. I should say new in parentheses. They have the one of the reskinned scout rifles, and it looks like one of their hand cannons. It looks like a 180, if I was to guess, just by the shape of it, but I could be wrong. So that they got that coming out, and it is power enabled, so minus your artifact. So keep in mind, whatever artifact power is, it doesn't go by that. It goes by your basically your gear score. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, you're raw.
I'm at 1251, I think, on my raw score.
1231 with my Titan.
I'm at 1266 with my artifact.
Yeah, I'm at 1267.
Of course you are, Fud.
1300.
Yeah.
Do I hear
It's
1301?
actually, I just opened up my character screen. It's just a sideways 8. It's crazy.
I love it. Okay, what is also coming out when the Iron Banner does come out, this next reset, is the next gen patches are coming out for the next gen consoles. They're going to have the okay, let's just get it over with. Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, you're going to have 4K. The Xbox Series S, you're going to have 1080p, but it doesn't matter because you're going to be at 60 frames on those consoles, which is what really matters. 120 hertz Crucible support It will be supported on the next gen consoles except the S. You're going to have field of view sliders, faster load times. We talked about that earlier. It's going to be crazy fast. Mm-hmm. Cross generation play, which I don't know how that's going to go. I'm curious. When someone's playing 30 frames versus 60. Crossplay,
they're going to get shit on. That's all there is.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there's going to be some really weird, funny stuff going on there, but we'll see.
But, they have to do that, or else there just won't be a community on either side. So.
It'll divide the community, and let's face it, the next gen people, they aren't very big right now because let's face it, all the bots have bought up all the consoles. So
the last thing Destiny needs is for the community to be split again.
And listeners, please,
PC, Stadia.
Yeah, exactly. Listeners, please do not support the bot. Do not support the scalpers. Do not go to eBay. I know Gator already went there. It's fine. Don't go pay $1,300 to $2,000 for these consoles. If you do, it's just going to encourage them to do it the next time something comes out. What if it could be anything. What if it's a game? What if it's a new, we already know this, the new video graphic cards are done the same way. It's crap. It's just crap. I don't like it. So don't support them. Just wait. You'll be fine. You'll be fine until they're going to pump out next gen in the spring. And I think the scalpers know this. I think they're a little afraid.
Save $1,500 and wait a month. My God.
Come on. Yeah, exactly. And my daughter, she has this PlayStation queue. They release new PlayStations every day at a certain time every day. And you have to use a CAPTCHA to even get in on the virtual line. So no bots allowed. So I praise Sony that they're doing that. They're just a little late, unfortunately.
Yeah, for sure.
Boy, I have to say I didn't use a bot. I had a friend.
Okay, all right. I'm just kidding.
How good is your friend at video games? Are they in fact a bot?
No.
I'm just giving you a hard time, man. I was giving you a hard time. I'm not insinuating Gator got one through a bot. I'm not saying that. The Prophecy Dungeon will be coming back, so you'll have another powerful reward, Ingram, to get there. Okay, let's just talk about it. This is the big deal. This is the big thing that came out this week. With your
Are we talking about the app right now?
Yeah, we're talking about the app. The Destiny Companion app, you can now grab bounties starting next week.
Yeah, for this Gator bounty whore over here.
Yeah, I know Gator. What's up with your bounty hunter, man?
I just hit 43. What are you talking about?
Okay, let's move on. Beginning next week, which when this podcast comes out, it will be tomorrow. Players will be able to acquire bounties from Destiny 2 vendors using the Destiny 2 companion app. They can only be acquired when you're offline, when you're in orbit, or you're in the tower. And this will be introduced through a next companion update as well, which is planned for December 8th, which is reset. So just stay tuned and they'll tell you what to do there. New light resolved
Gator,
issues.
You had a question?
My question is,
okay.
So if you're offline and you pick up bounties.
Yeah.
You're at work, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh,
does it start the timer on them then?
Here's the thing.
I would assume so.
I was just going to say this. Bungie, kudos for letting us get bounties other than having to run to every vendor. Huge. It's great.
Yeah,
that's the worst part of playing is spending that half hour running around.
Hold on, guys.
Okay, let's all go to the tower site, go pick up bounties.
And what about repeatable bounties? Now, in your strikes, when you're in Crucible, you can just say, hey, hold on. Before you start the next game, let me just download some quick repeatable bounties, get some more bright dust, right? Yep. So that's going to be awesome. So, but here's the problem. Bungie, take the GD timers off these bounties. Let us just have the bounties in our inventory for as long as we need to. I mean, not everyone can jump on in 24 hours or 20. Oh, they raised the time. It's 28 hours now, right? It's a day and 3 hours, something like that.
Something like that.
Thanks, Bungie. Come on, take these damn timers off.
You watch it, Reddit. This is the first thing because somebody's not going to think about it. There's going to be a post on Reddit. I picked this bounty up in the morning while I was at work.
And it already expired.
I had like 30 minutes to complete
Exactly.
it.
Exactly, dude.
Well, don't pick it up early in the morning then.
No,
it's not that hard.
They're not going to pay attention to that.
Yes.
Somebody's going to do it. You know it's going to
They're going to do it on their lunch break.
And they're a dumbass. If they do, they're a dumbass.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, why, Bungie? Why do, some people can't log on every day, okay? They just can't.
Then
so
don't
let
pick
them
up your bounties every day.
Yeah, but if you see a good bounty, they're like, oh, I'd like to do that bounty. That's an easy one to
Get
do.
on and do it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Quit playing devil's advocate. I'm just trying to prove my point here.
No, I'm not. You're just wrong.
I'm being
Just
wrong.
wrong.
Look, I mean, that's not here. Somebody's
Come
gotta
on.
keep your ass in check.
Come on. No. Destiny 1. Destiny 1, you picked up your bounties, and I came back 3 months later. Guess what was still in my inventory? Those damn bounties. Well, that's the way it needs to be. It needs to be that way. Once you invest the 500 glimmer or 1,000 glimmer or 250 glimmer or whatever for each of these bounties, don't start putting a damn time clock on it. Come on.
Gator, quit going back to Destiny 1. It's not going to be like Destiny
All
1
right,
again.
fine.
Let that ship sail. Let it go.
Just let it. Just let it go. It's over. Okay, I'll just it's over.
Fudd is standing up and covering his walls. Oh, nice. I like it.
One thing you didn't bring up with the next gen patch.
Yeah, what's up?
That PS5 and Xbox Series X and S's have to re-download the whole damn game.
Yes, good point. Thank you, Gator. Yeah, you will have to
All
redown the
70
whole.
gigs again.
Yep. Because you're basically downloading the 60 frame per second game. Let's face it.
I don't care. I'm going to let it download in the background while I play on PC.
We had to do it. We had to do it on PC. We all had to do it. We all had to re-download a whole new game. So there's nothing going to change there.
Yeah, I was going to take that poster off the wall, and then as a joke, and then halfway there, I remembered that it's stuck to the wall. I hung up.
You could take it.
So my joke was failed before I started.
No,
and I was like, I don't know what to do now. So I just kind of panicked.
I
said you'd try to rip it off the wall. That
I know.
Yeah, that would have been terrible.
I was looking at Gator. I was looking at Gator, going, "What's he doing? What's he trying to do?"
I knew he was going as soon as he stood up. I was like, "Oh, I know he's covering up."
Yeah,
it's over. Yeah. It's over.
Yeah, that plan failed horribly.
I was hoping
that was a visual bit.
That visual bit. Oh well. There's a bunch of fixes in here. I mean, it's mainly a bunch of fixes. This is how Hazel would say it, by the way. Yeah, there's a bunch of bullshit in here. They all fixed a bunch of stuff in Crucible and collections and Beyond Light stuff. Just check it out.
I'm playing it a lot right now, but I don't like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, nice.
How'd that sound? Was that pretty good?
No. Here. Yeah. Let's see. So yeah. Yeah, look at the notes. There's a bunch of shit they fixed. Let's leave it at that.
That was good. It was like he was here.
That's Hazel. Yeah. Sorry.
See where they just
out
that they disabled one of your warlock robes?
What?
Yep.
I'm not looking at my news.
Radius exotic has been disabled because of a discoverable.
This is not the end of this. They're gonna find
warlocks.
They're gonna find exploits. It's crazy. I mean, come on. I already shoot my little ice ball and it goes 5 feet and disintegrates. Like I threw a snowball at somebody. I'm like, what the hell's going on? It's just and then to boot, Fudd, when you freeze someone, they're frozen for not even 2 seconds. They come out. Someone froze me. I was playing. I was invading. He had his super up. I had my slam titan on. He froze me, and I was still in my super. Came out of the freeze and smacked him with my knee from my super. That's how much of a joke it is. The super is garbage.
Yeah, I heard
now.
you guys bitching about it on PTV.
It's garbage. It's garbage.
Like non-stop.
It's
like,
just
right, guys, we get it.
It's ridiculous. I guess what I used in the raid yesterday? Nova Bomb, because the other
it's better.
It's better. Clear as ass.
Shit ton of damage. Yeah.
I haven't seen no reason for stasis in the raid.
Yeah.
I
haven't either. I really haven't. So, anyway, they have some known issues. It is a freaking long list. So just take a look if there's anything that applies to you there.
Exotics I can't get because there's 1250.
Yeah, I haven't even dove into that yet. But
I haven't either. I literally just tonight unlocked where I can run the Empire Hunt over and over for Cloud Strike. That literally unlocked.
Jeez. And someone has already soloed Atrax 1 in the Beyond Light.
Yeah,
so
it wasn't easy, but I know
they two-manned it. I didn't know they had soloed it.
Solo. Yeah, someone's already done it. So, yeah, there'll be a solo doing the whole raid, I'm sure, soon. I'm just waiting for that. Anyway, that's it, guys. That's it with the TWAB. Any input before we move on?
And there will be more patch notes, I think they said at the end of this.
There is. There's a
when it gets released.
Yeah, there's a bunch of known issues that they know about. They're just letting you know so you don't go and complain on the forum. They already know about it, guys. And there's well, I will mention this. December 3rd, or actually, I'm sorry, December, because the 3rd's already passed. December 8th at 7 Pacific a.m. Maintenance for update 3.0 is going to begin. You're at 8 o'clock Pacific. You're going to be removed from activities, and you're going to have to download the update at 9 Pacific. And then you'll be able to jump in and log on and play at reset. So keep that in mind. I guess that's 12 o'clock for us on the East Coast. Anyway, yeah, lots of known issues. Lots of, they just reconfigured the engine, and they're going to go through all this. It's just growing pains of having to redo everything. It's based on the physics host now, not a mission host. So we knew this was going to happen.
Would you say they just updated a bunch of code, or is it a new engine?
Well, if you ask me, it's a brand new engine, because guess what you had to do, Fudd? You had to download a new game, right? A whole new game.
Doesn't mean it's a new engine.
That was such a good conversation.
Just because they update Windows 10 doesn't mean it's a new.
All right. Well, I'm not taking the bait. That's it. We've had that conversation, and we're going to end it right there. All right.
That's a good point.
Well, I'll tell you what. I got a rant. I'm not pulling a Respawn, but I've got to get this off my chest, man. I know we're done talking with the TWAB, and we're about to move on to our discussion, but I had to get this out, and I got to know what you think, especially Gator, since you play Destiny. And Fudd, you probably can relate to this. Dear Bungie, please, for the love of God, make strikes soloable. I'm sick and tired of having to do my strike bounties by going to Lake of Shadows on the EDZ and immediately jumping down into a lost sector because I don't want anybody to steal my damn kills, so I can complete my bounties in a timely fashion so I can turn them in and get my weekly powerful reward from the Vanguard vendor.
Yes, Gator, I believe you had something.
Yeah, Gator, what'd you have, man?
I will say, instead of making them soloable, make it where your teammate stuff counts for your bounties.
I got an even better idea.
You're within a proximity of
yes,
and they're using the same weapons or skills of both.
They're probably in there for the same reason.
Yeah, let it count. Let that work together. Just like these damn fragments for stasis.
Yes.
I've got 2 unlocked. There's 6 total.
Yes.
6.
I've got 4 left to do. I got 4 Gambit quests to do. I know, me too.
And they're all Crucible. And I'm so close on one, but I have so much other stuff to do. When I get in there, it's like you said, either I load up a 1250 Nightfall and go into a lost sector and do it there, so nobody's with me, or make it where the bounties count. You did that at one point. Remember last season there was the quest you were going for,
right?
The stuff your teammates did count into it.
Right.
How hard is it? Just make it count.
I don't
spend all night trying to do fucking bounties.
Yes.
And waste my 2 hours or 2.5 hours I have to play on bounties.
But then, guess what? You can actually play a strike and not have to speed run the damn thing. You can actually enjoy the beauty of the strike, how they put it together, all the mechanics that are involved. I swear, when I get in a strike, it's like we're off to the races, man. The 2 guys in front of me that were matchmade I didn't ask them to be there. They're matchmade in there.
They pull out their swords and run through and kill every damn thing.
And I'm like, I got to kill yellow bars. I'm running as fast as I can behind them. I'm trying to even get a bullet in the goddamn thing, and they've already taken it down. Mm-hmm. I'm so frustrated with this, and I know how to fix it. Guys. It's an easy fix, Bungie. The one thing I love the most was the Haunted Forest, because what could you do in the Haunted Forest?
Go in solo.
Firewall Haunted Forest, right? It was a drop-down menu.
Fire.
You can do the regular. You can do the regular. Fudd. Thanks for playing along, buddy. You can go into the regular Haunted Forest to get match made if you want to do it with a group, or you can drop that. There's a little drop-down menu. You can go firewalled Haunted Forest. Why can't they do that with strikes?
I mean, you're doing it with lost sectors now.
Why not?
Yeah.
You got to get exotic. The only way you can get the exotics is to solo that lost sector.
That's all they need to do is just put a firewalled version of the strike drop down menu, because they do it right now when you go into Hero, Legend, or whatever. You don't maybe on the Nightfall or deals, maybe, I know you can do 1250 one solo. My God, man, a 1250 solo, that's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah. And there's a ton of modifiers that you have to take into account. Good luck getting bounties done when you're just trying to take down champions. But for regular playlist raids, where you have to get your playlist raids done, or let's just say you want to go run your favorite raid on Nessus. Say you want to go run one of the Cabal raids. I say raids, I mean strikes. Let's just say you want to
say those raids are gone.
Yeah, they are gone. Let's just say you want to go to Nessus and run one of your favorite Cabal strikes. You go there, you click on it on the map, and it says, and you have the little bar. It says launch. Why not have a bar above it? It says firewalled version of the raid, or firewalled. Damn it, I'm saying raid again. Firewalled strike. Why couldn't they do that? Why couldn't they add that little thing right there? No one would be bitching about strikes anymore. And guess what? More people would be playing strikes.
Yeah, and and just to throw the other side, one of the reasons I get why they don't do that is because most people in the strike playlist are people trying to accomplish bounties or do certain things on exotic quests. And if everyone was in strike solo, no one would be in the strike playlist.
They're worried about the playlist population. I don't think that's a problem, dude. A lot of people play strikes.
That's why I said make the bounties where teammate stuff counts for.
I think that's the best fix.
I would accept that, but I love doing stuff solo. I used to solo Nightfalls in Destiny 1 all the time. It was so much fun because it was a challenge.
Loves doing things solo.
I do. I admit. My name is Gator. I like doing stuff solo.
Shit is your wife now.
No, I'm not gonna go down that well. So that was my rant. I just had to say that. I mean, because big events like raids, like Iron Banner, playing Crucible, a lot of people love to play together in groups, and those are a lot of fun to do. There's not a lot of fun in strikes going in groups unless they're people you know. And then you can communicate and say, hey, let me make sure I get a bullet on that yellow bar because I got to kill yellow bar captains with stasis. Okay? Mm-hmm. But good luck on this match-made stuff. I know Bungie likes it to be the friend game, wants people to join the community and have fun. But a lot of these people don't have time to get into their fire teams during the day. They're off from work a little early on the day, and all their buddies are at work still, and they want to jump into a strike and get their bounties done before Crucible night.
Or time zones, and everyone's already going to bed when you finally can get on.
Exactly.
Example, the other night, Gigi jumped in my party while I was playing Destiny, and we jump in Discord, start chatting.
Right.
She's trying to finish her Adored quest. Well, I had just finished mine. I said, we can go into Lake of Shadows. I can take you into the Lost Sector.
Yep.
Let you go to one, I'll go to the other.
Yep.
Do whatever you need to. Well, we're in there together, and one guy keeps joining. Well, he dies, and it would pull us forward.
Yes.
To the first part.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We'd run back.
Yes, I did too.
Oh yeah,
I did too.
Point, leave. We're not helping you. I got in the chat. I said, we are not going to help you. Leave.
We're farming. We're farming
for Adored and other things. And he died, and finally he left, and then a third guy came in, and it's like
same damn thing.
A third guy knew what we were He knew what we were doing.
Okay.
He ran off and just ran around. And finally left, but he's like, I'm not going to pull y'all ahead.
Well, here's the thing. Gator, let's take Lake of Shadows for instance, okay? I've done them so many times. Me and another high-level player, we'll immediately run in two separate lost sectors and start farming bounties. The third guy that knows what the hell's going on says, oh, man, I can solo the damn strike now because these guys are busy in the... See what I'm saying? Uh-huh. He'll bust through the strike, and then we'll get pulled in at the boss at the very end, get credit for the strike. It's perfect. But why should we have to do it that way? For most of the
guys somewhere and you get pulled to a spot you don't want to be.
That's the downside. So just give me a firewalled version. I'll be perfectly happy, Bungie. Thank you very much. I gotta tell you about this story. I was doing exactly that a couple days ago. There was a 143 season pass dude that ran down. He saw that I was down doing the farming in the lost sectors. I was running and resetting them. And he ran down and shot me with his rifle. Like, come on, man, we got to go do the strike. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? dude, you see what I'm doing here. You're 143 on Season Pass. You obviously know what the hell you're doing. Yeah, it's on PC.
Just chat. Why you gotta shoot me? Just chat.
And you know what? I followed him.
Enter and type.
I followed him and then just left. I was like, you got to be shitting me, man. This is the stuff we got to go through to get our strike bounties done, is what I'm saying. Okay.
Like I said, these stasis fragment things, it amplifies it even more.
I did all of mine in Gambit. I don't know what I was thinking, but I got to do all my
strikes.
I should have done them in strikes.
So
Anyway, rant's over. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Listen to that.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Anytime. Anything for you.
All right. Thanks, man. That's it for this week at Bungie. Thank you for listening, and let's move on. Hey gang, just a quick reminder, we now have a Destiny 2 clan, and Hazel and I invite you to be a part of it.
If you're looking to find a clan, now would be a great time to jump in and get to know some of these people that you've heard on the show. And we're not hardcore, so you don't have to worry about, us slave driving you to do raids and shit like that. Enjoying your time is basically all that we ask.
So, if you're looking for a clan out there, we have a permanent link in our Discord under our channel GDC Destiny 2 Clan, where you can find a link. Otherwise, look for Guardian Downcast, or DOWN is our call sign.
We do ask that you join our Discord first, so that way we can communicate clan nights and things along those lines. And aside from that, you can lurk all you like.
Thanks very much, gang. All right, before we move on to our listener questions, and believe me, we want to get there, there's something that's been bugging me, and this has been in my thoughts for years now, and since you guys are similar age to me, I want to talk to you guys about it. And the discussion is gaming past your 30s.
Ooh,
I know it's a complicated topic, but you know what? Being an adult sucks sometimes. You know, life kind of sucks, and
all the time.
And it is really nice to be able to come home and dive into something entertaining that you can interact with. You're not just watching something. You can actually interact with it and be involved and use your brain. So I have a few questions for you guys. I'm curious what you guys think about this. Okay. I always like to ask people, I see random people around and we start getting into that conversation about gaming, and I mention that I game and I get this weird look like, huh? You're a man. What you talking about? You game. And I always present this question with them. I go, well, let me ask you this. What do you think the average gamer age is today? They've done studies on this. What do you think the average gaming age is? And they'll answer, 13.
Yeah, I figured 12,
16.
13.
12 or 13. Mm-hmm. The actual average gamer age is 35 years old. And this is actually several years old. I'm sure the data is skewed upward. And why is it, guys, that we have to feel like we're not ashamed, but why is it always awkward when this subject comes up in public? When you say, oh, well, what do you do for a hobby? And you go, oh, I like to game. I'll tell some of my customers this. Mm-hmm. And they have this quizzical look on their face like,
what's wrong with you?
I don't understand what you're talking about. What do you mean you game? Are you like, you bet a craps table or something? Is that what you mean? You're a gambler? I'm like, no, I actually play video games. And they hear that word and they're like, weird. What? What do you?
It's this weird. There's this generational stigma that happens with a lot of things. Yeah. I mean, you look at any conversation you have where you're like, hey, this thing I really liked is like mainstream now.
Yeah.
It technically could have been mainstream when you were into it when you were younger.
Yes.
But there was this stigma around it, and everyone grew up with that stigma, and the people that weren't in it didn't realize it still was there.
Yeah.
And so they just grew up and kept that in the back of their head because that's how they were raised.
Right.
And yeah. I mean, you look at how big comic book movies are now. Like, everyone's a Marvel fan.
Yes.
And back in the day, like, if you were like, yeah, I like comic books, everyone's like, well, you're going to die today. You know? Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, it's that same thing. You know, people that just don't grow up in it.
Yeah.
Were taught it's weird. Just grow up thinking it's weird.
I mean, I'm like, what did you do as a kid? Did you just
Yeah.
Like my wife, I'm going to throw under the bus here, but she says she's not a gamer, but her routine in gaming is very limited. She loves to read books. She's read books ever since she was a kid. And today, she is just happy curling up on her days off from teaching in a chair and spend 3 or 4 hours just sitting in a chair reading one of her Kindle books. And she actually will play Bejeweled. That's her mobile game of choice. And I've actually seen her buy coins. I've caught her in the act. She doesn't just play the free version. She's spending money and buying extra coins so she can keep playing and get higher unlocks and all that stuff. So she's in. She plays games, but she'll never admit to it.
I get my wife with that because she comes home and she's on her phone sitting here playing Homescape. I'm like, you got to play a game, or we're in the car. I'm driving. Hey, we're like going camping. I'm pulling the camera like, hey, y'all, look at that. They're all on their phone. She's playing. I'm like, by the time they look up, I'm like, yeah, we passed that half a mile ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, well, you should have told. I was like, I told you, I can't. I'm paying attention to the road. I'm pulling a 27-foot camper. Right. I don't want to wreck.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's it.
Exactly.
That's a good plan. I like that plan.
Nothing like a camper.
It's weird, like,
yeah. Good.
Just with the, that generational thing, it's weird. Like, my wife, I did the same thing you did. Jesus. My wife comes from a really big family, and all her siblings game.
Okay.
And her oldest brother's like 42, I think.
Okay. All right.
And so all of them game.
Mm-hmm.
And her parents still are like, that's weird. Why do you... Gaming's weird. And like everyone, they all do it, but they still think it's weird because they just can't get that through their head.
My mom can't get it through her head every Christmas because I'm a tech guy. My brother is more into fixing cars, everything.
Right.
All my stuff I ever want. Like last year, it was a monitor. The monitor, I'm not looking at y'all on the
right.
I got you. Monitor from last year.
Right.
This year, I wanted new earbuds. There's always, and it's like something with a video game. I'm like, just give me money. There's a game I'm saving up for. There's something mom's like, I can't believe you still play games. Well, that's what I like to do when I come home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do other stuff, but when I have downtime, I'm on my Xbox, my PC playing. That's what I grew up doing. So.
Well, I know you guys are over 30. I'm kind of over 40-ish. I'm even a little bit older than you guys, but the thing with and maybe you guys aren't to this point yet, but there was a point when my kids were growing up that I had to it was a real sticking point in our marriage, is having the ability to balance gaming with family and obligations. And as much as it sucked to do adulting, I for the most part, she'll probably say different. For the most part, I came through. I had a Call of Duty addiction that was so bad. It was so bad. It almost ended my marriage. It really did. There were times when my wife did not understand why I was not going to bed at the same time she was at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. And she thought, do you not love me? What's wrong? I don't understand this. She just didn't understand how gaming can be very addictive as well, and how it had a really big hold on me. And only reason why I could say, the reason I think I was so addicted to video games back then, and it's all under the bridge now. It's past. I've phased out of that part of my life, thank God. But I know there's guys out there listening right now who are probably going through this. And, their kids come in to say hi or something to them. And Fudd, I always notice you always give them undivided attention when they come in. And I really respect that, man, because I didn't always do that. I'll be honest, I didn't always do that. There were times they'd come in, I'll go, what? That sounds good. All right, see ya. And there were times when my kids just checked out. They're like, just go to mom. Just go to mom. So I'm really opening up here. It's a shit I didn't really want to get into tonight, but
no, you're good.
I figured we're into this conversation. Let's just get into it. But I know we have Average Joe coming on next week, and I think we're gonna talk about video game addiction a little bit. So I wanted to kind of seed it a little bit, the conversation a little bit here. But have you guys had to deal with any of that yet? I know you guys have young kids. Mine are grown up now, so it's different. Do you have that issue where you have to kind of weigh things, or have you had issues where it's hard to weigh things? I don't know. I'm just curious.
Well, it's kind of I'm really lucky in the aspect that my wife also has always gamed. She's really into it and understands it.
You're lucky there.
Yeah, absolutely. I count that blessing every single day. But yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people that have gone through that same thing, and it's, I mean, even as someone as lucky as I am, it's still hard to find that balance, because you're during the day having a rough day at work, and you're like, all right, well, if I could just get home and get this list of things done in my game, I'll feel accomplished. I'm happy,
Right.
It's a little escape, and it's like, I think I had a guy at work who's he's 43 or something like that.
Right.
And all he does is watch sports and drink when he's home. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all he does.
Yep.
He thinks it is the weirdest thing that I play video games.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, I'm doing something. I was much
I'm
more healthy than you.
My brain is working.
Yep.
I'm working on my hand-eye coordination. I'm he's, doing nothing but that forever. He's, a little slower, but
yeah,
it's he's always like, how do you think so fast? And you're always so happy. I'm like,
yeah,
because you have that stress reliever and you're working on it and communicating with people.
Right.
And it's I'd much rather that than get home and have 9 beers, watch sports, and get mad at everybody.
Pass out and go to bed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not my idea of fun.
No,
I can't imagine. No wonder they're angry.
Beers, play game, and pass out at my keyboard.
Yeah, exactly. From tiredness. Yeah. We'll go with that. We'll go with that, RNG.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. I think because we play video games so late in life, I think our mental acuity and for me, my hand-eye coordination, I still am sharp as a knife, man.
Oh, yeah.
When I run a sniper beat on someone playing Crucible, I can line that dot up and line it up and shoot really quick, and I don't ever want to lose that. And I think the fact that I played video games all my life, and it's been quite a while now, the fact that I can multitask, I can think in my head what I want to do. It's like chess. You're thinking ahead, moves. You're thinking of stuff you need to do. Okay, so as soon as I get done on this pulse rifle, we're going to go over to Europa, and we're going to go grab this mission and start working on it. And then when we're doing that, we're also going to grab this bounty from over here. With that way, we can work on both bounties at the same time. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm coming from?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you're able to compartmentalize things in your brain that maybe getting drunk and watching sports at night, going to bed. And there's nothing against that. Sorry, Flip.
No.
I call you out, my Flip. He's a big Buffalo Bills fan. I'm just kidding, Flip. I'm just kidding.
Poor guy.
No, he's not that kind at all. I just knew he liked sports.
He's a Buffalo Bills fan.
Yeah, I know. Well, true. Very true.
Rip the dream.
I don't know, man. They look good this year. They look good.
I have no idea. I'm just not that thing.
I hear you, man.
Sorry.
But I think because I think we're going to be okay. I'll just come out here. I'm an early Gen Xer. What do you guys consider yourselves? Millennials, Gen Xers? What do you guys consider yourselves?
I was born in '78. Don't ever call me a millennial.
Okay, I'm sorry. So you're Gen X, and how about you, Fudd?
Yes. Oh yeah.
I guess I'm technically the very
Early millennial.
That's
what I figured. So I think our generation. I think.
Go ahead.
Okay. I think we're going to be the very first generation that has to approach this awkwardness playing video games. I think we're
right back.
Go ahead. I think we're going to be the first generation, Gator, where this type of hobby is viewed as people sometimes call us man-child. I'm like, you know what? Here's the thing.
Tell me what you want to. I don't care.
Here's the thing, though. I'll just say this. As men and ladies, I'm not excluding you here. I know we all deal with stresses. It's just different. For men, it's different. All the weight of paying the bills, of making sure the family is secure, it's hard to explain, but it's all on us, man. It's all on us. So that stress and pressure is intense. And add to that the pandemic, add to that the fact that people's jobs are kind of in limbo right now. That's a lot of pressure, man. And we have to have some form of way to blow off that steam. My son goes and punches a bag at his MMA gym. That's how he blows off steam. But that was just an example, though. But what I do to come home, and don't get me wrong, I do stuff with my wife when she gets home. We eat dinner together. We go out to dinner. We see movies. We do all that. Life is good. But when it comes to winding down or going to bed or whatever, I usually go in my office and I jump on and play video games. And usually what I'm doing, every night I get on, I'll jump on and I'll say, okay, we're going to work on that pulse rifle bounty tonight. And I'm going to work on it as far as I can until 11:30. 11:30, I'm jumping off. I'm going to watch some TV and go to bed. That's my routine. Or on the weekend, I'll say, well, I'm going to get some breakfast. I'm going to get some coffee. I'm going to play a couple hours of Crucible. And then I'm going to go see what needs to be done around the house. But I always have that outlet to blow off that steam and to not, I don't know about you, Gator, but when I play video games, dude, real life, all the bullshit that comes with it, it is not in my mind at all. All I'm worried about is the universe that I am at playing Destiny 2.
Correct.
And maybe that's the reason why I love Destiny 2 so much, is because I feel like I'm in a universe. That's why we say we love everything in the Destiny universe. I consider Destiny, it's like a universe. You're in a world and you're, with the lore and all the stories and stuff. I think that's what's drawn me in so much. But what do you think? What's your opinion, man?
I agree with pretty much everything you said. I mean, I feel the same way. I've never had the problem where me playing games or anything interfered, because I remember when my son was little and my wife was like, here, can you rock him for a nap or whatever? And
right.
I'd have him in my arm and this is when my Xbox was upstairs, and I'd be playing Madden while he's sitting in my arm asleep, and I got the controller in my hand.
Right.
Playing. That's how I got my gaming time in.
Yeah. So. I got a picture of my son at like a year and a half year old sleeping in my lap while I had a controller wrapped around him. And that's, he was taking his nap. I was watching him and I was entertaining myself instead of just sitting there doing nothing. So, I don't know. It just seems like, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. No,
my mom still never gets it. Like I said, she still doesn't understand why I play games.
Yeah.
Why am I not like my brother, all this, because he does do. But me and my brother are two totally different. I get along with my brother, but I don't get along with him as well as we probably could. But
yeah,
that's mostly choices he's made and the choices I've made. Our families don't really deal with each other. So,
is it a younger brother or older brother?
Younger.
See, I have a younger brother too. He's 2 years younger than me, and he is all about working. He's a workaholic. All he does is money, make the money, and he's done very well doing it.
My brother's more about material things.
My brother is.
Me, if I lost my PC and Xbox, oh well.
Yeah.
I'd get it back eventually, and I'd play. But
right.
I still got I'm more worried about my family and everything. So.
Sure, and I really think that's all about balance, man. That's what life's about. It's all about balance. Not to get too philosophical here, but the main thing is, as far as my family dynamic, my mom and dad are quite old. They're much older. They're boomers and actual boomers. And my dad's 75, and my mom, I think, is 73. And my mom just kind of says, like your mom, Gator, she says, you still doing those video game things? Mm-hmm. She treats it like it's some kind of disease or some kind of some kind of ailment. Yeah. My dad,
what's wrong with you?
My dad, it stings a little bit more because he'll go, he'll just kind of give me that side eye look, like, so you playing video games, okay? He's never quite understood. I mean, he's the one who bought me that Atari 2600 when I was 13 years old. He's the one who bought me the console. Of course, I'm sure I begged and pleaded for it, but I mean, that's where I got started. And like I said, Gen X's, and I mean, let's just say Fudd's pretty damn close to a Gen X, if not really on the edge there. I think as far as a Gen X generation, I think we're the first generation that's going to be up against this issue as far as how people see gamers. I think the 20-somethings that listen to the show and are in our Discord, I think in 20 years when they're 40-something years old, I think this is going to be very mainstream. I think this is just going to be something everyone loves to do. And I think more people are going to do it. So
just go look at Twitch. I mean,
yeah,
Twitch, Facebook gaming, YouTube gaming.
I've recently bought stock in a gaming index fund. I've recently bought stock in a actual gaming developer, because I believe wholeheartedly so much that gaming is going to become such a gigantic juggernaut if it isn't already. I mean, let's think about it. What did the first Star Wars movies, Would they probably hit what, $2 billion in gross over all these years?
Are we talking the ones that
Let's talk about the originals.
70s or 1 through 3?
70s.
About 4 through 6.
4 through 6. What do you think? The 2-3 billion?
Those came out when I was born, so
Yeah, I was only a few years old. I was like, I saw the first Star Wars movie when I think I was 10 years old. Eight or 10. So, and I saw the very first Star Wars movie, and that was it. I was in.
Oh, yeah.
And what you remember what they've grossed over all these years? Is it like maybe 2-3 billion in total? I can't.
Something like that, I would say.
I mean, we can Google it and get the exact figures. Don't hold me to it. But Star Wars, the original 4, 5, and 6. Let's just assume they made $2 billion gross in movie sales and royalties over the last 40 years? Dude, has it been 40 years since the first Star Wars? Damn. 40 years. 40 years.
One.
Yeah.
The biggest one out of the whole series.
All right. And I'm sure we can.
$936 million.
So that movie alone.
That was their domestic box office for that movie alone.
$936 million. All right. And what did Fortnite make in the last month?
Or excuse me, hold on. Excuse me, $461 million. My bad.
So not even
Fortnite last month.
So $500 million, the original Star Wars movie made over all these 40-something plus years at the box office. And I don't know if that includes rentals and video release and all that. I don't know.
That was just their domestic box office.
Right.
If you go 2017,
right.
Episode 4, $1.5 billion.
Okay, so let's just say each movie makes $1 billion. That's overshooting, I'm sure, on some of them. I'm sure.
You're close.
I think Solo made like 700 million or something. It wasn't quite $1 billion. Let's say every movie has made $1 billion. Fortnite, in selling skins and weapons and whatever, has made. What did they make? Like $1 billion last month? Yeah. I may be totally off here, but
no, you're fine. I mean,
I know I'm pretty damn close. I'm probably close. Now, what's that say for the state of affairs in gaming? That tells me that movies are going away or going to be more minimalized. Digital, exactly. And video games are become the mainstream entertainment in the future.
I think movies will have loot boxes.
What? You're going to have to explain that one.
Yeah,
that's just how the money's made.
I don't think they're going to have loot boxes, Spud.
Yep. As the movie's playing, there'll be a little pop-up in the bottom left corner. It's like, do you want to see Princess Leia dressed up like an orangutan? Buy this costume pack.
Oh, my God. Interactive movies.
You
okay.
See the deleted scene? Buy this.
Yeah. See that?
$10 now, and we'll stream it to you.
We'll have movies that were done, and they'll take scenes out of it, and then have us pay as DLC later.
Right.
To fill in the lore. To fill in a gap in the movie. Like, you want to know what happens between
That's the future of movies, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
that's how they're going to make the money.
When COVID hit, I don't think Animal Crossing would have been as big as it was if it wasn't for COVID. That's mine.
A lot of games wouldn't have.
Everybody was at home. You know how many people probably bought Animal Crossing because they were stuck in the house and could buy it digitally for the Nintendo Switch? That's the reason I bought it. My daughter at home wanted to play it, and she loves it now. I mean,
you couldn't even buy a Switch for the first few months of quarantine because it was sold out everywhere because everyone was buying it.
Okay,
something at home.
I got
absolutely.
Fortnite made $455 million from the Apple App Store alone in 2018. The revenue averages $1.6 million a day and counting. December was Fortnite's app's best month, bringing in $69 million. Okay, so my numbers are off, but that's per day. Let's just say $70 million a month. So in a whole year, we're talking about almost $1 billion, 800 something million.
So I had to step away. So I assume we're talking about how the gaming industry is bigger than the movie industry now.
Yeah, because me and Gator were talking about how our families react to it. That my mom calls it. Are you still doing the gaming thing? And my dad kind of has like not ashamed, but kind of like, really? kind of look I get, like you really doing that? All my dad does is woodworking and watching TV and falling asleep. So, yeah, do you have any input on this?
Yeah, next time he says that, you say, "You still doing that woodworking thing?"
Exactly.
And scoff and walk away.
See, my wife and I would have arguments about this. She would say, "All you want to do is play video games." I said, "Well, all you want to do is read books." I just threw it right back at her. I said, "Book reading is your hobby. Playing video games is my hobby. There's no difference. If I wasn't playing video games, I would probably be souping up cars to go race at the track, and that's hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that easily, if you want to get into it big time, weekly breakdowns. I was into it for a while, and it just got so expensive. I'd probably be doing drag racing, and or I'd be watching TV. What would you guys be doing if you didn't play video games? What would your hobby be?
Oh God, cocaine probably.
Well, we'd all do that, Fudd, but I'm talking. I'm talking.
Red Dead Online's for it.
I'm talking about legal hobbies, Fudd.
I'm in Colorado. It's probably gonna be legalized tomorrow.
We can find somewhere it's legal. I really have no idea what I'd be doing.
See,
I don't know if I'd have went into computers if it wasn't for video gaming.
Yeah.
I probably would do, like, if YouTube and stuff was still a thing and just wasn't the gaming aspect.
Right.
Like, I just love entertaining, so I'd probably still be doing something like that. I'd probably be doing one of those people that's like, "We're going to make slime today."
You'd fit that bill.
I don't know.
Let's unpack these blind packs like a minifigs.
Yeah, no, that's
and then get demonetized. And then get demonetized because you're involving kids. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
I'd probably something like that, but
I got you.
Probably, I don't know, man.
I mean, I've had a lot of hobbies. I've done paintball. I've done field ball where you go out and actually play in ghillie suits and stuff. I really got into it. Flat spin barrels. You could you could shoot a paintball. Like
I did that for like 12 years.
I did it
exactly what my hobby would be.
I did it for a couple of years.
I not have that as an answer. I'm an idiot.
I did it for a couple of years, and then you get smacked enough times with a paintball and you start thinking twice. But the problem with paintball hobbies is the only way playing field ball is really tough here in Florida because they're buying up the property so much that acreage that you used to be able to play on, there's so much liability now that no one will let you play on their. It's like hunting. No one will let you hunt on their acreage. You have to go on leases and stuff. So it just there was nowhere to play the kind of paintball I wanted to play. I don't want to play paintball in a warehouse behind a piece of 2x4 and plywood and hear the paintballs hitting like 1,000,000 miles an hour against that. I don't want to do that. I want to play the long game. And more strategic, other than just playing Call of Duty in real life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've done that. I've done, like I said, I've done auto racing, straight quarter-mile strip, not round and round like Fluffy. I would have. I've done scuba diving. I did that in my earlier years when I was first getting married. I've had different hobbies, but this is the one that's always stuck because you know what's great about this hobby? You can just go in your house. Turn on your TV, turn on your computer, and jump on and do it. And guess what? When you're done, you can go and log right off and go do stuff with your family. It's very interactive. It's very integrated into your life, and it's easy and it's cheap, relatively speaking. It's cheap.
Like we were talking about earlier, it's just help. Honestly, like the skills you learn from it. I mean, as you get older, you still have all those motor functions, but when I first got hired at the post office, the post office is bitch and they give you 1,000,000 things to do every day.
Right.
And, because of, playing MMOs or Destiny or anything, like the ability to look at what needs to be done.
Yeah.
And go, okay.
Yeah.
And make a schedule. Whoom, if I do this in this order, this takes this long, this takes this long. I do this here, this here, this here. Boom. Day's done. Let's go.
That's called gamifying. It's a big. Exactly. That's what I do in my job. I have all my list of work that I got to do. I'll gamify it. I'll give myself points every time I get stuff done. I'm telling you, everything's a game. I mean,
no one else could do that. And they were like, how are you getting all this shit done so fast? I'm like, that part of your brain clicks in and you're able to do that. Or, another really good example that would really progress this conversation if I had it.
That's all right. I appreciate what you said.
Same thing. I go into hangars. I have 3 airplane hangars we support. I'll look at my tickets. I'm like, if I go and do this and that one, then swing by here, do this and that, and, bam, 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 and I come back and like, how'd you go out? I just went out and did it.
Yeah. Well, what I was saying when you left, and I'm going to say this to our listeners, you had to leave and take care of something with your kids. My point was.
Not what happened at the tournament. I want to make that clear.
No. Yeah, we
Not
heard
the same thing.
We heard about that. We heard about that.
No one was puking. We're good.
But no, me and Gator were talking about how I think we're going to be the first. You're pretty much Gen X. I mean, you're really close. You're like on the edge, Gen X, millennial. You're very close. And I think we're going to be the first group of gamers that have to face this adversity that gaming is taboo. It's not something adults do. And I think, like I was just telling Gator, when our 20-somethings or 40-somethings, I think it's going to be like going to a movie. I think it's going to be very mainstream when everybody's into gaming then. And so I just didn't know if you wanted to add anything to that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely get, I distinctly remember even in school, like, I can't remember what game it was, but like suddenly, everyone was playing this game and had a system, and like suddenly it was started to kind of be the thing, like, where we see now where there's, this whole, I'm on Twitch, there's this whole part of the world, now exists because suddenly it became cool to game. Like watching that start, like it's just, having people like us out there who aren't closeting, our gaming passion is very important.
It is.
There's a lot of people that do it, and they will not tell a single soul.
It's funny to say.
Bring it up, and then they'll like whisper it to you, like, "Hey."
It's funny to say that. Easy used to be one of our hosts on our show when we first started out, and this is the one thing he'd always say to us. He goes, "Guys, I love this. I love doing this every week because I can talk with someone who likes gaming. I can't say anything to my coworkers about this because I'll get judged." Or I'll get, or people just don't have any clue what I'm talking about. And, and I mean, as one of the upper age tier gamers out there, I have friends in high school, people I work with, clients. Nobody understands that when I say video games, they just don't understand what the hell I'm talking about. So I think we're the vanguards. We're the vanguards here.
It's very important. Yeah.
And what you do, especially, Fudd, with your tournaments and with your streaming and all the streamers out there that are more our age, I think it shows that gaming is okay. I mean, like I was telling...
The more we can normalize it.
Like I was telling Gator, there's so much pressure on us as dads. We have to keep the household afloat. And I'm not saying women don't have to deal with this either. Don't take it that way, women, ladies out there. I'm sure there's a lot of families who ladies have to do that work. But as men, we feel like failures if we don't provide for our family. And there's so much pressure and so much stress on us that this is such a great release for that. And not to mention, look at the communities we've developed. We basically have support groups for what we do and how we deal with other people that belittle us because we're gamers. Yeah. We have when someone does great at a game, or when someone breaks through and gets an exotic rifle, for instance, we'll pat him on the back or her on the back and go, "Wow, that's awesome. Good job. I'm jealous," And where in real life do you have that? Wait, Fudd, when did your coworkers come to you and say, "Hey, dude," pat you on the back, say, "You delivered an outstanding route today, dude. Nice job."
That's what I do at work. Yeah.
You're the man.
Everyone's like, "What is wrong?" I'll walk around and I'm like, "Man, you did a great job today. You went and changed lives." And everyone gets so mad at me. It's so awesome.
That's what he did for that guy puking his guts out earlier.
Yeah. I went over and pat him on the back. I'm like, "Buddy, you got this.
You're going to be great, man. You got this."
And he says he's got a walking route.
Your aim is true.
He goes, he got a walking route today. He'll never make it.
He'll never make it. But no, and before we get ready to leave for the route, I'll be like, clap my hands back. "All right, everyone, let's go make a difference," and walk out the door.
Are you serious? You really do that?
Oh yeah, I'm dead serious. I do that every day.
That is awesome, dude.
I mean, I'm looking at you and be like, "What the fuck?"
Everyone.
Okay.
"I love your energy," and there's a lot of people that are like, "I fucking hate you," and I'm
yes.
like, "Well, I love you," and walk out the door.
That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. It's just so weird that we're going to have to be the vanguard here that makes people understand that it's actually a good thing to game. And next week, I'm going to talk to Average Joe. This is going to be a topic we're going to talk about because I think it's something everyone needs.
That's going to be a great.
Everyone needs to talk about this. Anything else before we move on to our community questions? I think I've covered everything here. I'll just end with this. I just think that we all have hobbies, and having gaming as a hobby is an admirable thing. Mm-hmm. And there's so many benefits that we talked about that whoever you are out there who is closet gaming and doesn't tell anybody, you're not doing anything wrong. This is something, it's a very good release. And there's been studies to even prove that your mental acuity into your old age will become you'll retain much more of it because you play video games, because you're interacting with the screen instead of just watching with that dead look in your eye, watching a TV show or something where you're not interacting with it.
Absolutely.
Your brain is working all the time. So anything else, guys?
Just, be out there. Let people know, man. If someone's like hiding it and they see you like talking about it, like those of us that are like open about it, like it starts with you. And that sounds like it could be a lot of things in life.
You know what's funny is I'll wear a Destiny t-shirt out, and you'll see that guy is with his wife and his kids, and he'll look at you and go, "Oh, Destiny."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Destiny. It's like we have a secret code. We make eye contact and go, "Yeah, Destiny." I have a Destiny emblem on the back of my phone. Can you guys see it?
Oh yeah.
I'll be messing around with something and I'll flip it over and make sure they see it, and you'll tell right away who the gamers are in the room because they'll look at it and go, "Is that Destiny?" Like, yeah, dude, that's Destiny.
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, that's a tricorn. All right. Good conversation, guys. Thanks for engaging. It's something I've had on my chest. I was thinking of stuff we wanted to talk about tonight, and that is something I definitely wanted to bring up tonight. So, all right, let's move on to our questions from our community right after this.
Hey Guardians, would you like to send us a question for the show? Well, there's 4 ways to do it.
Number 1, join our Discord server. There's a join link in our show notes. We have some great gamers in there, by the way, and you can just lurk or hang out or jump right in and talk with us. There's also a channel labeled Podcast Questions where you can type in your question for the show.
You can also email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, or we also tweet out almost every week about our upcoming show, guest, and you can respond there with your questions at guardian_d_cast is our Twitter handle.
Finally, you can send us a voicemail with your questions at speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast. Remember, that's all one word. And we'll play it on the show for you guys.
SpeakPipe is honestly my favorite thing. But anyway, thank you for all you guys do, and toddles.
And later, Guardian. All right, boys and girls, it's that time of the week. This is where we take our questions from our community, and it is from our Discord tonight. And I'm going to start with the first question here, guys. Let's just start out with this one. At Gator, why couldn't you reschedule? You're messing up movie night for bees. This is from Drafty. Oh, man, Fudd, I'm sorry, man. I didn't even know. I forgot that you have movie nights on Friday. And didn't. Hey, Drafty.
Oh, sorry, I was just being drafted during the movie night.
Wake up, Fudd.
Nice job.
Oh, sorry. Oh.
There we go.
Do you know how many Saturday mornings I wake up to go to work and look at Discord and Drafty still sitting in there in voice chat?
Really?
Kidding.
Oh my
All
God.
the time.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
We never hear him snore, but he'll be talking and he'll be like, "Oh, that scene was so funny." And like the second that sentence ends,
Yeah.
you never hear from him again.
Oh my God.
Falls asleep every week.
That is awesome. Well, the guy works hard, man. He works some long hours. Oh man. He works some full days. We've talked a few times. His new job is just really demanding. He's a lot of traveling across the state.
But damn, he looks good doing it.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he puts me to shame. Okay, I got one from Sweaty Spooks here. Question for RNGGator. Outside of Destiny, what game do you like to spend the most time in and why?
There is no other game.
It'll
be Cyberpunk starting next week.
Yeah, I hear you, brother.
I mean, it was PGA Tour 2K21 in between last season. I played a lot of. I just enjoyed playing golf, and don't have the money to play it in real life, so playing on a video game is much easier. I'm much better at it. Other than Red Dead Online with FUD, I played that for a little while.
Right.
So
That's a hobby I would have. I didn't answer my own question. If I wasn't doing video games, I played golf like every week. It was so expensive, man. Another one from Sweaty Spooks. A question for Mr. Fudd. What was the moment that inspired you to begin or want to begin streaming? And what sort of struggles did you have starting out, either from technical issues or anything that stood out? Sweaty Spooks, for reference here, he's been trying to start streaming as well, so he's probably looking for genuine advice here.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, when I first started, it was just because I had a friend who wanted to see the game I was playing while he was at work. And so I downloaded the app and streamed directly from my PlayStation, which was super easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
They've updated it a lot since then, so it's super nice. But I mean, the biggest struggle, and I know we had a really good talk a couple episodes when I was on, was just the anxiety of it. You know, like some people, have no issue and can just press live whenever they want, but just having those nights you're like, I don't want to deal with people, you know, and just getting around that and making yourself comfortable in your space. And and the biggest thing is just, learning to not follow trends and just make what you like. And people that like what you like will eventually leech on, whether that takes a long time or, it's right away.
Just be genuine, right? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I got another one here addressed to you, Mr. ElmmerFudd. This is from Grugrux43. What is it like being TikTok famous? Oh, I gotta know. I didn't know about this. I didn't know you were famous in TikTok.
Yeah, I'm a big deal. Don't know if you heard.
I didn't know.
I can't. Were you there from that anniversary stream where my wife said?
I'm sorry, man. I'm not a big TikTok guy. Sorry.
I was there for this.
Oh, okay. So there was this moment on this anniversary stream where everyone jokingly said they liked my wife better, so I just put her in the chair and she streamed. And so we were playing Sims, and I was like, "Well, we've got to have sex with everyone in our apartment building." And so she started hitting on everyone, and the one we had the best response with was a very old lady. And so we took her home, and we rocked and rolled in bed. And then immediately afterwards, she's like, "Did you know you can do it in the shower now?" I was like, "When did they add that to Sims? That's awesome." So we take this old lady in the shower, right? And then just our character walks out of the shower. And we're like, "Where'd she go?" And then it pops up the text message in game informing us that she died while they were having sex.
Shower?
Oh my God. And it was just the most fucking hilarious moment.
Oh my God.
And I just randomly was like, I'm just going to throw that on TikTok because that was hilarious.
Oh, well.
And it went fucking viral.
Gru said that was one of the best moments I've ever seen watching a stream. So he went.
Oh my God, dude.
I'm sitting there.
But yeah, just out of nowhere.
I'm sitting there playing golf, and I hear it. I'm like, hold on. I look over the stream. I'm like, hold on. I got to pause the game. And I'm just like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Like,
that is crazy, dude.
Fucked her to death.
I'm looking that up. I'm looking that up.
But we had, I had like 20 followers on TikTok. I'd post, I post stuff,
Right, yeah.
I had like 20 followers. Like I had one video that had like 1,000 views, and I was like, holy shit, that's amazing. And this thing still, I have like 2,000.
Wow.
50 something followers now.
Well, now you have 2,051.
Video sitting at like 3,000 or 370,000 views right now.
That is so awesome, dude. I gotta see it now.
9,000 likes, 800 comments.
Can you please
6,000 shares and shit?
Please post that in our notes in our Discord chat. Thank you, sir. Right, thank you, sir. I can't wait to see that.
It's just I don't know. It's the craziest thing. I've never.
She died in
TikTok's one of those things, man, where you just never know what just goes fucking viral and blows up.
You just got to keep posting. You never know.
Really?
Yeah, and something. Wow. It's crazy.
I mean, I signed up for TikTok and I could see what a black hole it could be. I started watching. I started following people. They suggest people to you, and you start watching their videos. And you're like, God, that was awesome. Guy caught a fish and he did this with it. I'm like, that. I mean, it's everything. But you know what? You know what's great about TikTok that I'm realizing? It's humanity. It's humanity at its best.
Being people.
Yes, it's great. You're getting looks from all different kinds of people. Thank you, sir, for sending that.
I think that's it.
Okay.
That's a horrible link. That's from the website.
Some people
that's fine.
That do it for other reasons. But
well, of course.
I follow a bunch of people that are positive.
That's
right.
the ones I don't
The uplifting
follow.
ones. That's the ones I like.
Yeah.
The ones that are like make you laugh or just say, "Oh my god, that's awesome." I have one here from one of our new members of our great Discord. It's Plucky Hero.
Yeah.
Question: if you could tweak one aspect of your main's preferred subclass, what would it be? Now, this could be any of your subclasses, Fudd.
Tweak.
Any aspect.
There's only one subclass for Titan, and that's Sunbreaker.
Okay, you like the hammers.
If you ain't playing Sunbreaker, you're an idiot.
I'm sorry. What do you do? What do you do, Gator?
I'm a Titan main, but
Yeah.
I love Sunbreaker. I agree with Fudd.
What?
I've been playing
That's
around.
because you're smart.
I've been playing around with the stasis build. The one thing I would tweak on the stasis build is what replaced our shoulder charge. Fix that damn.
Yeah, I heard it's slippery.
If I punch it and it don't hit nothing,
Yeah.
let me bring it. Let me have it back like shoulder charge. Like if I don't hit nothing,
Right.
give it back to me.
Yeah.
Why
right.
does it have to disappear? You know.
I like being that Superman, man, flying in the air
I
and
love
slamming.
Sunbreaker. Give me them hammers, especially the ones.
No,
that in the sun
no.
spot and just keep throwing hammers. If you're in a sun
Yeah,
spot,
absolutely.
the bottom
Oh, no.
Absolutely, all day,
I
every
love
day.
Boyd too. I love the
What?
Boyd. I love
I love Arc, man. I like soaring through the air and slamming to the ground like far
Thunder
away.
Trash, you mean?
I love it, man. It's my favorite.
Wow.
It's my
Yeah.
favorite. I know I'm not a
Having a
Titan.
super that lasts you half a second.
I know,
That's
but
hard.
I like
Arc.
I like one and done supers though. I like just being done with it. Kill everything.
So you like doing things solo and you're one and done? Is that what I'm hearing?
Damn it.
Like 5 seconds, he's out. Boop.
Yeah, that's it. Ba ba boom. That's all she
I'm
wrote.
outnumbered tonight. I can't defend myself.
We got you,
Hell
Hazel.
yeah, brother.
You definitely got Hazel covered tonight.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
the Arc Super's fun if I'm running Doom Marchers.
I just have always
Or
liked
when
that
I
one.
shoulder charge,
Right.
and it chains through people.
Right.
That's great.
Yeah.
So,
The one thing I would do, so Sunbreaker and D1 actually had a different like crosshair when you'd pop your hammers than you had in D2. And I could do some crazy throws with hammers in D1.
Yeah.
And that crosshair in D2, like my aim is not as good as it was. Like, it's just, I would change it back to that original crosshair.
Is it just harder to pick up? Is that what the problem is? When you have the super, it's just harder to find it?
Yeah, it's harder to pick up,
Yeah.
and then if you have like two of them, it's just
Right.
impossible.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
No, but I don't know if there was I can't remember. I have to go back and look, but I think there's like a distance indicator on it,
Okay.
and so you could just line up your, whichever line you were looking for, and just
kind of like a grenade launcher.
I like
yeah,
that.
exactly.
That's
and
nice.
now it's just the one line.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. For me, bring back Shatter on Nova Bomb. Give me the 3 little mini Nova Bombs. I can do much more damage. And because there's nothing worse than throwing a giant Slova and all the Crucible players running from it because it's so damn slow. Let me just shoot. Damn it, I got to be careful how I word this. Let me just use my Shatter Super and split it into 3 like it did in Destiny 1. No
You were
sound.
going to say shoot your load, weren't
No, I'm not giving you that soundbite. Quit. Yeah, I was going to, but I backed out of it. Son of a bitch.
Let's go.
I can't, man. I can't police myself tonight. I'm like a politician in a damn press conference right now. Okay. Thank you, Plucky Hero, for that one. Let me see what else we got. You guys see
That was a
anything
good
there you want to?
question.
Anything you guys see that you want to ask?
I'm totally looking at the list right now.
I'm looking at
Totally looking at it.
Well, while you guys are looking, I'm going to ask one while you guys are looking. This is from Warcry. He said, will Hazel's wife allow him to play PC when she takes your PS4 cable? This was addressed to Hazel, but I'll answer for him. Shit. He does still play on PS4, and he's going to get a PS5 like me as well. So I think the biggest problem is Hazel's wife wanting to play on PC all the time, and Hazel will have to play on PS4. So yeah, Warcry. I think that's where we're heading down on that question. All right, guys, you got one?
I got one
Go for it.
from All Thumbs.
Okay.
I've been playing since day one, and just last week in Gambit, I discovered the portals you can jump through to get to the other parts of the map quickly. Almost 5 years in, and just discovered that. So, what have you just recently discovered or figured out about Destiny that was there all along, and you didn't realize it? That's a tough question.
Because I
am
can't.
such a person that
Yes.
go around and look at every nook and cranny.
Yes, me too.
It's hard to come up with an answer for that one.
I will just say this: Ron's older than me, so yeah.
And I'm assuming he's talking about the ones on Gambit on
Yes.
the Nessus map. The
Yeah.
ones I think that's the only ones.
No.
On the
Deep something, Deep Impact. Well, no.
the one that
The one with all the caves and caverns and stuff.
yeah, it's got two.
Oh, yeah.
It's got two on each
goes
side.
from one side to the other.
Yeah, I love using that when people invade because I can jump in behind them and they don't even see me. It's so much fun. I love those little warps.
Jumping behind people. Gotcha.
I didn't say that, Gator.
That's what you said. I like to.
Invaders. I just said invaders.
No,
And
you
back
said
right
jumping.
out.
And I shoot. Damn it. Son of a bitch. All right.
Best show you've
Kingsley,
ever
I hope
done,
you're
my
listening
man.
to this.
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't. Oh, I'm gonna edit all this shit. I can't.
Better not. I will find it.
I can't think of anything. All thumbs, Ron. I can't think of anything, man. Something that's been there all along. I mean, I noticed when they did the last patch or the new Beyond Light, you used to be able to get bounties, and the only one that would let you go down into a lost sector and the bounty counted was the kill anything bounty. Now you can bring any of the, I don't know, the moat things that they drop from the bounties. You collect certain materials.
Go anywhere.
You can go anywhere with those now.
And it follows you. It doesn't say,
Yeah.
hey, if you leave here,
Yes.
you'll lose the bounty.
Did you notice that too?
Yes, I love that.
I love it. That's a great quality of life. It's a quality of life thing. I love that they do that. So obviously things you have to go scan and stuff. You can't do that anywhere else, but yeah. Do you have an answer, Fudd, or are you good?
I know everything, so you know,
that's what I figured.
Surprise is here.
That's what I figured.
When you're a god, it's just yeah. Now I just turn on the game and immediately have everything they added memorized. So
Yeah.
it's a burden I have to bear.
You have one there, Fudd? You want to ask? There's a few in there.
Yeah. Uncle Scumdeath had a good question. You have to ask an Uncle Scumdeath question.
We will.
He said, for most of the day I've had It's Raining Men by the Weather Girl stuck in my head.
Oh, no.
Great song. No idea why. What was the last song that was stuck in your head for no apparent reason? I enjoy the show once a week.
Of course you do. Well, you guys got an answer?
Hell, half of the things that are stuck in my head are from TikTok videos.
Yeah. From the movie Nacho Libre, when he's singing that the Encarnacion song in the locker room before he goes out there.
Yeah.
When the fantasy has ended. That's in my head all the time. All the time. I'll be delivering mail and realize I've been singing it to myself and go, God, I did it again.
I'll listen to songs on my playlist on Spotify, and I have to listen to them like all the time because the melodies are just so beautiful. Can't You Feel the Sun by Missio? Can you feel the sun? And then the synthesizers go, whoa. It just, I'm going to send that to our chat. You guys can listen to it and it'll be in your head tomorrow.
I'm cool with that.
I all the time, Uncle Scumdeath, I have stuff banging around in my head all the time. Damn it. Bouncing around in my head all the time. And I can't get them out. So what I usually do to alleviate that problem is I just go listen to the damn song and just get it out of my head, get it out of my thoughts. Yeah. Cranium. Yep. What about you, Gator?
That's why I said most of mine are music from TikTok videos.
That's right. You said that.
You know.
Sorry. Yeah.
Like, anytime I mess up at work, I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
All right.
Yeah.
I got one from Chubby Wizard here. Question for the show. What is your favorite part of the new story and lore? I do not claim to be a lore master, but I'm enjoying the Uldren story, and the Aramis lore is excellent. Thanks, love the show. Fudd, I know this may not apply to you. I know you don't follow a bunch of lore and stuff, but Gator, do you have
I used to be super into it. I'm not.
I know.
Right
Hey,
now,
but hey, it's there waiting for you, brother. Whenever you're ready to play, it'll be there.
Absolutely. And I'll get there. I'll
I'm
definitely
loving
get there.
the whole entire
Yes.
storytelling in this.
Yeah, it's
I'm
much
enjoying
better.
One specific I like, but the books, the way I've ingrained it into when you're playing, the whole Elsie stranger thing when you were going through the darkness stuff and
Right.
finding out what happened to her in her other life, and her and Anna interacting, the Clovis Bray finding the big giant head
Right.
in the exoscience area,
Right,
talking
yeah.
to him. I I've loved it all.
Story's been really good.
Yes.
I would say all right, I got to say this. It's going to be spoiler. So it's spoiler about the raid. So if you haven't done the raid yet, I'm sorry, but I am going to spoil the raid a little bit here, okay? Yeah, I'm sorry, Fudd. I could have sworn that the raid boss was going to be Clovis Bray himself in some kind of weird suit. Where the hell does this boss come out? Where the hell does this boss come out
How
of?
many fucking times do we have to kill him?
I'm like, this guy again? When I was watching the day one raids,
I want to know what the story behind it is.
I don't understand. I don't understand why he's.
I gotta find that somewhere.
We're fighting. We're fighting Aramis. Is it Aramis? Atrax? Shit, I can't remember. Atrax.
You're fighting Atrax.
But Aramis.
I haven't done the raid, but I've
okay.
Atrax.
And then all of a sudden you're fighting. Then all of a sudden you're fighting this totally. I don't understand how this gels to the story at all. I don't understand it. And the fact that Clovis Bray is not the damn boss. Now he does narrate to you during the raid, by the way.
This Clovis can't be the boss because Clovis is that giant head.
Okay.
His Clovis Bray is Banshee 44.
What are you showing us, Bud? All right, you can put him on, Fudd. You're good. You can put him on. We're not going to spoil anymore. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
I love this
that
guy.
Raid boss.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't miss anything. You're good, man. So yeah, that's one thing Chubby, that I'm a little, I don't understand about the raid. Anyway, I do love the storytelling, like Gator said. So, okay, I got one here from Drafty again. He says Gator, old Gator, with highs under 60 next week. I'm curious, how do you stay warm in the cold? I tell you what, Drafty, next week's gonna be brutal, dude. I think we're gonna hit 41 at night here in Orlando. I think it's gonna be 61. I think we'll maybe 59 one day. I'm getting a bird. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, man. I hope you stay warm too, brother. Just power through it, man. I know we'll get that beautiful winter weather here soon. So thanks for that question.
How cold is it outside right now for you? RNG.
Yeah, RNG.
Hold on. I'll tell you.
I got my weather station here. I can tell you.
It is 49 degrees because we actually had a little warm day today. That's the warmest we've been all week. That's the warmest we've been all week.
This is the warmest.
It's 35 right now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 51 degrees tomorrow.
Wow, that
yeah,
sucks.
it's actually supposed to be. Yeah, we're.
That sucks,
Monday,
guys.
54. Monday, 42 degrees and rain with a 28 of low.
Ooh,
28 low.
cold and rainy. There you
Not
go,
bad.
man. That's beach weather. Oh man, that sucks. Sorry, guys. All right, let's move on.
It's fine.
Shit. You guys want to pick one? Yeah.
Come Christmas, it'll be 75 degrees. Come Christmas here.
Yeah. It always. We've had 88-degree Christmases. It doesn't feel like Christmas at all. That's where I envy you guys. All the beautiful snow and views.
It is gorgeous.
Hey, I got one here from a guy named RNGGator. He says, why does Gator make up such bad speedrun questions? Seems like he rigged it for Zan to screw Kingsley and Sin. That is not true, RNGGator, wherever you are out there.
And whoever you are, you sound like a very attractive man.
Yeah.
Very strong.
I'm telling you, if you play the tape, I read the questions just as quickly to Sin and Kingsley as I did to Zan. Zan was on point. He was on point that night. And
you were like an auctioneer for Zan, and then Kingsley went on there, and you were like Eeyore from fucking Winnie the Pooh.
Quit instigating. I'm telling you, hey, listeners, play the tape back. Play it back.
Hashtag justice for Kingsley and Sin.
Hey, and by the way, Zan only beat him.
Recount, damn it!
Don't start. Zan only beat Sin and Kingsley by 1, so it was that close. So they both did great jobs. I don't know if anyone's going to beat them. We got Fluffy coming in 2 weeks, and we have Average Joe next week. So that'll be the last 2 chances to beat that record. So we'll just have to see.
Sweaty Spooks.
All right.
For the show. What's a moment when you were embarrassed in public?
Ooh, what is
Literally
a moment?
anytime I'm in public.
I've got one for you, and
Go for it.
Bud might enjoy this one from his days of his podcast and his poop stories. And
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
I at work, I had to go to the bathroom and
Yeah.
end up kind of shitting myself before I could get to the toilet because my stomach was not a good day. I probably should have stayed home and had to go home because I cleaned up the best I could. Went back to my manager. Was like, I'm gonna go home, and because I had an accident and I need to go home. And I got home and I was like, I'm not coming back to work. I don't feel good. So yeah, that was embarrassing.
I've
to
had-
have to go to
I've
your
had
boss and be
days.
like, I got to go home, but I don't want to. I'm just gonna tell you I had an accident.
I've had days like that, dude. You'll be rushing home like 80 miles an hour trying to get home to use the bathroom. And through a school zone, no, I'm just kidding. But you're rushing home and you get out. You don't even turn the engine off. You just hop out of the truck and run.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. So it's every day for you, Fudd. Is that your answer?
No, that's just an anxiety answer. But
Okay.
no, that's to actually be. So
Think about this.
when I first got my walking route, my second day on it, there was a whiteout blizzard,
Oh, crap.
which is a fun time to learn.
Oh, good
But,
learning.
but so I go through the whole day without slipping once, and I'm super fucking proud, right? So it's my last walking loop. I go to the first house. The lady comes out because they hadn't had like a regular mailman in a while, and she's talking to me, so excited that I'm her mailman, right? And I'm like, "Well, have a great day." And I turn around and I go, whoof, and slip on her porch and like parallel, and mail goes everywhere, and I land in her bushes.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, "Oh God, oh no!"
Oh, no.
Oh, so embarrassing, man.
Everything hurts when it's cold, doesn't it? Oh, God.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. And like the thing you learn is when people are home and people are staring at me all day because it's just something to look at. That shows up every day.
Your eye candy.
It's weird.
Yeah.
There is that. My calves are legendary. But hope you heard that. But yeah, that was because I knew like half the street saw me my first day there, just absolutely parallel, fly in the air, land in a bush. I was like, oh good. I'm gonna quit my job now and never talk to anybody.
Go back under the rock and came out of.
I'm a pretty competitive bowler, and there was one night I just wasn't feeling it. I was not right, and for the record, I embarrass myself a lot in public. I get klutzy sometimes. It's just what I do. Yeah, my wife just shakes her head. I don't know this guy. I was bowling, and the ball, when I came down, it hit my leg so hard. I dropped the ball. The ball rolled 3 lanes down and messed up someone else that was trying to bowl. And I slipped and fell on my ass. And I just sat there and just looked at the ceiling while the whole 40-lane bowling alley stared at me. And I just took a moment, took it all in, said, yep, this is going to suck when I stand up. And I stood up. There's nothing worse when you bowl and you slip and fall, which it does happen to everybody. You slip on something wet or something that was supposed to be wiped clean. And that when you have to get up and face the people that were behind you, it's the worst feeling in the world. So yeah, that's probably one of my many times I've embarrassed myself in public. So, okay, let's take a couple more and then we'll move on to our song choices here. I don't want to get too late at night here.
I still got to watch The Mandalorian.
Yeah, I do too. Okay. I got one from Anubis Falls here. This is one of our newer PS4 clanmates. He was actually with us on the day 1 raid. Question for the show. Are there any weapons or archetypes that you refuse to use in Crucible, and what's your reason?
I will use whatever I want to and not apologize.
God, I'm trying to think.
Yeah. There's definitely been like seasons where I refuse to use something because it's just absolutely terrible, but usually it comes back around. It's just not something that on principle I'm like, I will never use this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, if it
being
came
an
to
invisible fucking hunter in Crucible. I'll never do that.
You felt like you were cheating? Cheat codes?
God, that
Hazel would
just
say?
felt like, I don't know, man. Felt like communism.
Yeah, I hear you. Man, I'm trying to think.
What? Okay.
There's things that I don't like to use in Crucible. I've tried using them, and I'm so awful at them, and that's hand cannons. And I just doesn't matter what kind. I even bought it. Even
on PC.
Yeah, I haven't played a lot on PC with hand cannon because I'm terrified. It's the skill level's so much higher.
No,
I'm going to get some.
Terrible. It's 100 times better on PC.
I'll try it, but that's one thing I have not just refused to use in Crucible is hand cannons. So
Go
far,
into a strike, pull some hand cannons out, get used to the flow of it. And just.
I just got that new one from the raid. It's really smooth. It's really nice. I think it's a 140.
It looks cool too.
It does. The sight is beautiful on it. So, all right, cool.
Here's a good little question. I won't be able to answer, but I'm interested because you guys had some really good Crucible talks.
Mm-hmm.
From Sweaty Spooks. Have you tried Crucible yet, and do you feel it more or less sweaty than it was before? Because I think I was hearing that it was like not really a meta yet. Everyone's just kind of figuring out all the changes.
Right.
So with that, does it feel more or less sweaty right now? Or just good?
Gator, what do you
I
think?
haven't really dove into Crucible as much. Still grinding the PvE stuff. I've done it for Pinnacles, but that's about it. Or, for the powerful. Other than that, I despise my hole.
I watch a lot of the Crucible streamers out there, and they are, for the most part, they are not happy with Crucible right now because the skill level, the skill gap is shrunk a little bit because of the stasis subclass.
So they're not just shitting on everyone.
Yeah,
sad.
Well, people have the grenades. And with their slam,
and I think Cammy Cake said it the best. He says you either got to go full bore at somebody and go for it, or you got to back off and play the long game. Because if you're in between and you're even a little cautious running to somebody, they're just going to freeze you with a grenade and kill you. Especially if you like shotgunning and aping. I'm actually liking Crucible right now, and it's not because it's the skill level's been reduced. Because I've proven I'm a decent player in Crucible. I can hold my own in Crucible, but I know I'm very modest about it. But with the I don't even use stasis. I don't even use stasis. I go in with my tried and true Nova Bomb. And I will. I refuse to use stasis because I think it is kind of cheat codes. Maybe though I should have put that on the last question. I'm having fun though. I'm having fun because I can actually use my kinetic weapons now. It's not running around with a shotgun or a fusion rifle or a sniper rifle now. Now you can actually have gunplay because people are realizing, okay, I can't go ape this guy. So now we're gonna have to play a longer game. And I even tried a couple scout rifles and I was enjoying it.
Even Cammy said that. I was listening to the last firing range.
Firing range,
yeah.
Yeah.
And,
right.
He was talking about there's a more kinetic game now. More kinetic.
I love it. I came from Battlefield and Call of Duty, and there was no abilities. You had a grenade.
Yeah.
There's no abilities. It's all not about flying in the air. It's all about gunplay.
I just ran around as a medic in Battlefield Bad Company 2.
I did too.
People with paddles.
I did that too, especially the snipers that would lay down. You'd be like, "This is just too easy." Run, just charge it up
on the count of three. On the count of three, best Battlefield game ever. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Battlefield 3.
Company 2.
Battlefield 3 for me. I never played Battlefield Bad Company 2. To be honest.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I was late. I was late.
Down,
I was
the greatest generation.
I was still playing. I was still playing Call of Duty.
Playing that with people.
Yeah.
With friends. I never laughed so damn hard.
Dude.
Nights. Literally, I'd be a medic. I know Bud knows what I'm talking about. He'd run around with those paddles trying to sneak up on people to just electrocute and kill them. I was like, who needs a gun? I don't know how many people I can electrocute.
Well, the best part was like Rush. You'd be like, all right, they are holding point A very well. What do we do?
Yeah.
Oh, destroy everything around them.
Yeah,
and
there's nothing left.
Send everyone in a row. They can't kill all of us.
Oh my
One
God.
of us will get it.
Yeah. Rush was a fun game. Yeah, I know they've mentioned that Battlefield's coming back. God, I hope they do it right.
Yeah, if Battlefield goes modern again, are you going to jump back in there?
Oh, hell yeah, dude, because I'm a modern shooter.
I'm with you.
I don't like this World War I and World War II crap. I just don't like it, man. In fact, I have the new Call of Duty Cold War because I want to play zombies. And I heard that you can rank your multiplayer weapons up playing zombies. I love that part. I'll be on that. as soon as I'm
if the next one's modern,
yes,
I'm with you. I want to play with you.
Yeah,
let's do it, guys.
Hell, I'm in, dude. I played so much Battlefield.
I know you don't like World War II and stuff. What was it? World at War.
World at War was good. World at War, but that's because
was good.
Treyarch came out with that was their first game, and they that was when zombies was introduced. I got to admit that's one of my top.
God, that was terrifying.
Well,
it was one of my top games.
Trenches.
Yeah.
Run around the trenches to find. Yeah. That was.
It was one of my top Call of Duty games.
Though, that sniper mission where you're like the only one alive behind enemy lines creeping through that city at night.
The campaigns were great. I love Treyarch. I think of all the developers, I think they make the best Call of Duty game. They have a certain style and finesse about their games. You can tell it's a Treyarch game. But no, dude, I'm all in. I've been waiting so long. I got buddies I talk to still today that are old Battlefield friends. We even still have our clan called Get Off My Lawn, and
that's awesome.
It's GOML. We'll have tanks with GOML written all over them. It's so awesome, dude. It's so much fun.
I want a game with you so bad.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah,
awesome.
Definitely. I cannot wait. And a lot of my friends are getting PCs too because they're just tired of this bullshit with the consoles. So it's even better. And there'll be cross-play soon. Sooner or later, you'll be able to play everywhere. I just have a feeling it's going to be... I mean, I'll be immediately now, but I think down the road, I think a lot of us will be able to cross-play wherever we're at.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, hey, guys, thanks for sticking around answering those questions. Those were good. Great answers, too. If we didn't get to your question... I'm sorry, do you want to say something?
No.
Okay. If we didn't get to your question this week, we will definitely not forget it. So I think we answered a majority of them tonight, but
better questions.
Okay.
If we didn't get to, no, I'm just kidding.
Get
we
better.
Didn't like it, so we skipped it.
It got deleted immediately.
So in other words, from Fudd's mouth, get good.
Get good questions.
Quit giving us bullshit questions.
Okay. Shit. We're gonna lose all our listeners tonight. Okay. All right.
I'll still listen.
No, but you know what though? It means it's song time. It's time to head on to our...
It is song time.
Yes, it's our final part of our show. This is where our guest and myself, and sorry, Hazel, you'll have to add your songs next week. This is where we add our songs to our playlist, our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist. It's a little sample of what all of us like to listen to here. And we have 491 songs. 35 hours and 13 minutes of music, all representing us and all our past guests from the last 2 seasons. So, I like to I usually will post some videos also in our Discord channel under music and TV. That's our kind of our entertainment channel. I post stuff in there too of our picks. So, Mr. Fudd,
hey, that's me.
What do you got for us tonight, man?
So, as you know, I always pick a song that I'm listening to, and then a song that reminds me of you. Okay. So, I recently put a Nano War of Steel song on the Potato Thumbs podcast. That was Valhallelujah, which is an incredible song.
Yeah.
They are like a parody metal band, and it's incredible. So they had a new song, and it's called Uranus, which is the planet.
Okay.
And it's definitely like an 80s hair metal kind of vibe to it. Is what they're going for. And it's an incredible song.
You have the best thematic metal bands ever that you add to our show.
Oh yeah, dude, it's my favorite thing in the world.
That last one, Glory Hammer, I still watch that video.
Did you like that?
It's an awesome video.
Oh
dude.
yeah,
I love that song.
Oh, they have good videos.
You got me hooked. I like that stuff now. It's awesome.
Good, dude. Good.
Yeah.
And then my song that makes me think of you guys, I went with Selena Gomez and The Scene with I Love You Like a Love Song.
I feel you.
And those are my
picks.
picks.
I've not heard that song in a while.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, I got really choked up.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
No, yeah. Idiot. Guns, manly.
All right.
It wouldn't be the fact we were notifying you in Discord like crazy with it, that you were trying to work,
Yeah, definitely.
What did you say? 41 notifications. I gotta work,
dude,
people.
Seriously. Oh God, that was so funny.
I still have that soundbite from you. I'll never forget. It says, you know what? I'm going to play that soundbite at the end of the show. At the very, very tippy end, I'm going to put that one in. I remember it now. It's about Grandma. You said something about Grandma. And
Grandma. What did I say?
it's 4:00, Grandma.
Oh, you win!
You win! I love it. It's my favorite soundbite of all time. Mr. RNGGator, what do you got for us, sir?
Well, I had 2 songs, and then I kept one of them and had you replace the other one.
It happens.
I thought I would be an asshole this time, and
This time.
put a bad song. I did that last time I was on here, and
Yeah.
I'm going to add a song that I put on the PTP playlist last time we were on there last week.
Okay.
Bowling for Soup, Alexa Bliss. I love that song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
I actually had Gear Dad Jay. He texts me. He's like, "I love this song." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you can't help but it's a great song." Go look up the video too. The video is great.
Yeah.
And my other song, which I just lost in front of me because I clicked off of it. My bad. Sorry.
It's all right, man.
Is a song that I've heard on a TikTok video. It's by Ava Max. It's called Kings and Queens. My wife likes it. And
Which
she
one's that
told me
one?
about it.
Ava Max?
Yeah, Fairlane and MOTI do it together.
Kings and
Oh,
Queens.
that's right. It's a compilation, yeah.
It's a compilation. Yeah,
Or, is that the... Yeah.
it's
a project
I've heard it on
You
song.
said Ava Max, right?
Mhm.
AVA Max, yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to have it. I forgot I have the sound on a different. I got to figure out what song this is.
But yeah, I mean, if you hear the start of
It's
it, you'll probably
pinned.
catch it because I can bet you've heard it on a TikTok video
Oh, yeah.
somewhere.
I've got it pinned,
And
Elmer.
I just went and listened to it.
There it
It's
is.
got a pretty. I like the beat of it, so I added it to my playlist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love that song. My wife's like, "I love this song." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Because she hears it in my TikTok videos. And I'm like, so I went and listened to it. I was like, you know what? Instead of adding my John Cena song that I was going to add because, I thought I'd be a dick, I was like, you know what? I'm going to add 2 good songs. And told Gator to put this one in instead. So.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. You guys have put good picks in. Still like,
Great song.
Glory, Hammer.
Hammer.
I love that song. All right.
Thrasher.
All right. Since Hazel's not here, I will skip over him and I will give you my picks. And I went 2 fairly new songs this week. I know I like to go old and new, kind of let some of the younger listeners hear songs that I loved as a kid. But tonight I went more modern. My first pick is an American indie rock group formed in Rochester, New York, 2010. They've released 3 albums so far, and their last was just this March. I'm kind of new to this group, but I love this song. This is a song that will bounce around in your head, by the way. They actually had a project they had a long time ago, well, not long time ago, called Big Data. I don't know if you guys remember those guys, that group Big Data.
I think so? Yeah.
This song personifies kind of my journey co-hosting this podcast, because I've always told myself the phrase that this song is about, and it's from their second album from 2017 called Content. It's the group Joywave, and their song is It's a Trip. And it's been a damn good trip. The chorus, Elmer, the chorus will hook you, man. It's got an awesome chorus. Choruses are what I always listen. I always wait. When I listen to a song, I wait for the chorus, and then I decide if I like it or not. All right, for my second pick, this is my 3rd song entry from this group. I love them that much. I can't help myself. They're such a great retro group with that classic 80s vibe, but it's all wrapped up in a current sound. It's my favorite 2007 post-punk band from Ealing, London, UK. It's White Lies. And this group is, and this song is called Time to Give. This is another one that rattles around in my head. It's from their 2019 album 5v2, and I think I put 2 other songs from that very album in our playlist. It is packed with great music. This song is about, it's about a couple that has endured over the last about 15 years is what he mentions in the song, and the pains of, quote, making it work out. It's a little dark. I kind of like dark music sometimes, but it has such meaning. Also, it's a song that was from the Apple Plus movie, Defending Jacob. I don't know if you guys knew this. It has such a classic song feel with a very complex message. So, as requested, Mrs. Gators added a song for this week. She picked a new song from this year from Junior Mesa called Losing My Grip. She says it's just a fun boppy song. That's all she gave me. That's all I have to say. Zan's pick this week says this album is straight fire, and it's up for best album of the year at the Grammys. If you love that jazzy, soulful voice of hers, and he picked the song, I hope I say this right, Shamika, and it's by Fiona Apple. I like Fiona Apple. She has great music.
Fiona Apple's awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, while we're talking about music, is it cool if I jump in?
Sure, man. What you got?
Yeah. So, I've listened to the show for a long time.
Okay.
A lot of shows have had, fans, write a theme song, and send it in, and that becomes, like Potato Thumbs,
Really? Okay.
I know. Kind of like that.
Yeah, I got the song in my head already.
Yeah. So, it came to me in a dream from Luke Smith, and, we had a jam session, and, I sat down and, I made you a song. If that's okay, I'd like to play it for you now.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully this comes through well. If not, I'll send you the file.
Okay.
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 Guardian Downcast. Guardian Downcast. Yeah. Guardian Downcast. This is an intro. Guardian Downcast. Guardian. Not copyright. Guardian Downcast.
That's the new intro right there.
That's awesome. Oh my God, that's awesome. Please send me that file. Please send me that file.
Yeah.
You know what?
Intro music right there.
You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put that as our song intro music. That's going to be our transition into our song picks. I love it. Thanks, man.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man.
That is awesome.
No problem.
No. That it's going to be the intro to this one. I'm definitely putting that in the intro. That's going to be awesome.
I did that. I did that just for you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Poor Hazel. He missed it. Oh, well. I mean, the poor guy has been sick as a dog this week, so get better, buddy. He'll be here next week, so. I had a feeling he wouldn't make it tonight, so.
Yeah, me too. I figured.
Yeah, he's been battling it. So.
He's intimidated by us.
Yep. Thanks, man.
He couldn't handle it.
Yeah, buddy.
That was cool.
I hope you enjoy that.
That was cool. I like it. Not copyrighted. I love
Not
it.
Copyrighted.
I love that part. Oh my God. All right, guys. Well, that's a wrap. Another episode in our collection for our listeners out there.
Yeah.
We have 72 other episodes with interviews from gamers all over our Destiny universe and beyond. So take a look at those if you're just finding out about us. Play them in any order you like. Just go to guardiandowncast.com, and they're all right there. I have a nice neat little player, and every episode is listed, all 73 of them soon.
And every episode is worth it.
They're a little. We do like to talk, and we do have a lot of segments on our show. It's a formatted show, but it does go long. So if you can't listen to it all in one sitting, break it up like Admiral Nips does. Yeah.
It's a great show.
Yeah.
Legit. I really like your show, man.
Thanks, man. I put a lot of work into it. I really like it. And Hazel
and it shows, man.
Hazel loves being here and loves I'm sure it killed him that he couldn't be here tonight because it
he never sounds like he's happy to be here. I'm just going to throw that out there.
That's his stick. We kind of go back and forth at each other. That's just our stick, man. He's the smart ass of the group, and I'm the straight lace guy.
You don't have to take up for him. It's okay.
It's fine.
All right.
We get it.
You're with
he
friends.
sucks.
Okay.
It's
all right.
okay.
Okay.
Is this all just to see if he listens to this episode? Absolutely.
Probably. Yeah. Hey,
Hazel, if you're listening to this right now, you suck.
Suck it, Hazel. Don't worry. Someone will tell him. Someone will DM him. He'll be like, he said what? What? I love South Park. If you like what you're listening to, guys, do us a big favor. Spread the word. Hit that share button or let a friend know. This is the only way we can grow. We don't advertise or anything like that. So, and also if you like what you hear, leave us an iTunes review because that makes our podcasts more accessible and people find us easier. Don't ask me why, but that's just the rules of the game. So leave us a positive review on there. That'd be nice. Just a reminder, little housekeeping here, guys. Sorry. We only have a few weeks left for our speedrun question ideas drawing, where we get a $25 gift card drawn on our last episode. That will be episode 75 with Fluffy Fingers MD. And he will be picking a number out of our giant list of numbers, and that number will receive a $25 gift card of their choice, compliments of our show. So get in our Discord, enter your ideas for a good speedrun question. Just remember they need to be either or, yes or no. What's your favorite or good questions? They just have to be short answer questions. So don't miss out. Jump in our Discord under podcast or speedrun question ideas in our Discord. Let's start with RNGGator. Hey, buddy. Thanks for coming on tonight. Choice. How can people get a hold of you?
Well, I mean, you can hug me.
Damn it. That was Fudd's line. That was Fudd's line.
You can hug me, reach out.
Reach out and touch me.
We have to social distance, though, man. That's the problem.
No, you don't.
Air hugs.
No, I'm good.
What if I get those like toy T-Rex arms? You pull the trigger, and the arms reach out.
There you go. That'll work. You'll get a hold of them that way.
But no, if you'd like to find me on social media, it would be RNGGator everywhere. Pretty much.
Everywhere. Including in your hearts.
Yeah, I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous of that branding at all.
Nope.
Mr. Fudd, how can people...
It's me.
Where can people find you, good sir? And maybe talk about your show and your tournament. Maybe one coming up, possibly. Your streaming and maybe your tournament. Maybe I think you got a tournament coming up. You might want to mention.
Yeah, on the 19th of this month will be the next Apex Legends tournament. Keep your eyes peeled for. I think it's the 16th tournament we've done for Apex Legends.
Outstanding.
So if you're interested in that, definitely DM me in the following places. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at ElmmerFuddGames. MMD.
He's a big... yes, sir.
This could be a slight exclusive.
Really?
I forgot to unsubscribe from Podbean, and they charged me.
Uh-oh.
So, either I win and get refunded, or I better fucking start podcasting again.
Do it.
So.
You better call my ass there. I want to talk with you. I got to be a guest.
Yeah. So it could be an exclusive that podcast is happening again, because I totally forgot to do
Just
that.
some Guardians?
Whoops.
It'd probably be like, I don't know.
Whatever you want.
Some gamers.
Whatever you want it to be.
Or
yeah.
Just RNGGator, and I would just film him all the time and just post those episodes.
You wouldn't have to worry about Podbean anymore. They'd probably retract your money. You'd probably get your money back.
You would get your refund.
Figured it out.
We will give you a refund, sir.
You guys get a podcast, and I get refunded.
We just filmed Drafty sleeping on movie night. Voila!
Put a camera. Done. Get a camera on him.
I guarantee you, Drafty's naked when he falls asleep on movie night. I don't.
Oh my god! Don't want to think about that.
Get your money back.
That's true. There you go. That's your fake exclusive.
Good deal. Thank you, sir. Thank you guys both. Really, truly.
Yeah,
being on
tonight. Thank you for having us.
It's a great show. We had a great time tonight. You can find me on the Twitter at Todd the Gator. Remember, that's GATR. You can also find me on YouTube, Steam, and PS4 as Gator, all caps, GATR, underscores in between, and Gator Space GDC on Xbox. And watch that last 10 minutes of that last stream I did. That ending of that raid was so fun. I wish I could clip it, but once you send it off to YouTube, you can't touch it. It's already been processed. So, yeah. If you don't want,
do you have your VODs turned on for Twitch?
I don't really Twitch. I do have a channel, but I don't really use Twitch. I don't really use Twitch.
Oh, you didn't stream it?
No,
No,
I stream YouTube.
Game share or whatever.
No, I stream.
You stream YouTube.
I stream through my channel. GATR, all caps underscores. Yep. Or it's just Gator dash Guardian Downcast. something like that. I have like a special URL. I can't remember what it is. That's how stupid I am about it. But you can find our podcast, by the way, on whatever podcatcher you use. You can listen to it directly from our website, guardiandowncast.com. You can also email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com. And we're on Twitter at @guardian_D_cast for show questions or whatever you want to convey to us. Like I said, guardiandowncast.com for all the details. And we are on Instagram, Guardian_down_cast. We're trying to start adding things there, especially about our guest. And I'm hoping you two fine gentlemen will give us something to post for this week. Hazel usually posts it midweek, so I'll pass it on to him if you guys want to leave me any kind of pictures, preferably clothed, Fudd. Sorry, man.
Preferably, so some wiggle room.
Damn open. Shit. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. What would
Absolutely.
How should we end this show? How about we do a Scum Death's Corner? Let's do Scum Death's Corner.
Hello, and welcome to Scum Death's Corner. Oh my god, there is so much to do in Destiny, and I've hardly even touched the surface yet, so I'm going to get back to it. See you later. Goodbye. Love it.
That was awesome.
Great.
I like this guy. He's just...
Yeah, I love that guy.
He's so joyful. Lee is so joyful. I mean, he sends stuff in our Discord all the time, and I just bust out laughing. It's awesome. We're gonna have him back in season 3, by the way. He's on the he's on the pond. I mean, he's on the pond. No, he's not on the pond. He's across the pond.
I mean,
so
maybe he's on a pond right now.
yeah, he's across the pond. So we have to try to arrange an earlier time. It's not always easiest to do, especially with Hazel's job and work and stuff. So, but we'll figure it out. So, hey everybody, continue to be safe out there. Take care of one another.
Guardians are measured by their ability to come back from defeat. So stand. Fight!
And thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Guardians. Bottles.
Wrong show, man.
Sorry, I do it every time.
I know. That's why I love you, man.
So, I think freshman year, we had a science class together. And I did the whole, I think I like you. Circle yes, circle no.
okay.
If you like me
Oh,
back, then
no
you
way.
Do you know what she wrote on it?
What?
I get it back, I open it. And she wrote, I'm uncomfortable.
Oh my God, that's awesome,
And I
man.
was like, oh, okay, that's a good. And then when the first time I ever asked her out for our first date, her first answer was maybe. So, good starts.
And how long you guys been married?
We've been married.
I know.
We've been married 9 years. 9 years.
Nice. Almost 10, man. Nice
We've
job.
been together 15.
Nice, man.
Before I met my wife, the longest I had dated a girl was 6 months. I mean, I had girlfriend after girlfriend. I don't know why.
Fucking playa. What's up?
I dated her I dated her longer than 6 months. I proposed to her. I was like, "Yep, this is the one."
When I met my wife for the first time, she worked at Publix as a cashier. She had this long, curly permed hair. This is the 90s now. And
yeah.
and
She had the bangs.
yep. And I went in her line with a pack of gum and a 6-pack of beer. And she carted my ass. It was so embarrassing. And I said, and she had to put the beer away because I wasn't of age. And she goes, I said, hey, what time is your lunch break? And she goes, I knew her loosely through my sister. Okay. That's the prelude here. And I said, what, you want me to take you to McDonald's? Our first day was at McDonald's. So,
yeah.
and we just celebrated 28 years being married. So
That's awesome, dude.
it all starts from.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, next
Humble
October
beginnings.
will be 20 for us.
Nice job, man.
That's awesome, man.
20 that is awesome. Yeah. All right.
I want to go to Universal. That's where I want to go for our 20th anniversary.
Really?
I have no problem taking.
Do you guys?
We went our honeymoon to Universal. That's why I'd like to go back there.
We our honeymoon.
So.
Okay, you ready for this? Our honeymoon was at Daytona Beach, Florida. My uncle gave me the keys to his condo. He was my boss at the time. We went there. It was the coldest night of the year. It was 30 degrees at the beach.
You had to warm up. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, but here's the problem. We of course we had the reception after the marriage after the wedding. God damn, I can't talk. And we got in the car. Everybody put shit all over our car. We drove straight there to Daytona Beach.
I just put shit on your car.
Oh, they put the shaving cream and
That's rude. I mean, that has
actually.
all right.
Shit.
They put
so hard to
all
get
right. They put shaving
mean-
cream and cans and all the stuff they always do.
Oh, yeah.
And we drove all the way on
Sure,
I-4 to all the way to the beach, an hour away. I had her in my arms to carry her above, across the threshold, right? That's tradition.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I put the key in. It's the wrong goddamn key. And it was
Can't get in the house?
it was 12:30 at night. I couldn't get in the damn house.
I thought you were going to say it was the wrong
So you know
damn
where?
house
You know where I spent my wedding night?
on the front porch.
At a travel lodge with, I can't even describe the color of this carpeting. It was puke. It was horrible. We spent our
Turn the
wedding.
black light on.
No, hell no. It was the cheapest.
God, no.
It's the only and the cheapest thing we could find because we were thinking about we were going to be in a nice condo, right, at the beach.
Oh, yeah.
Our first wedding night was at a damn Econo lodge, travel lodge.
That's
I can't remember.
amazing.
So,
So did you get back into the house the next day?
the next morning we did, of course.
Okay.
But I had to go back to work in 2 days. My uncle was so damn stingy. He didn't give me the week. He gave me the weekend. That was my honeymoon, a weekend.
Wow.
But I've made it up to her since. We've gone to England. On our 10th, we went to England, and I've made it up to her. But you know what's great, though? We're not bothered by it. It's so memorable because it was so freaking crazy.
And that's, I tell you, like, it sucks in the moment, but that's my favorite thing to look at back. Well, you wouldn't remember it otherwise. Spread ass cheeks, not diseases. That's all I'm saying.